Haha. Can you guys see me? Hopefully you guys can hear and see me. I can't tell. Well, oh shit, I can't even chat. Let's see. Got my mug out of the freezer. It is humid and hot here, guys. So hopefully you guys can see me. Hopefully that fan's not too loud. Can you hear me? Hang on a second. Ask Will B, can you see me? Yep, okay, cool. Never mind. Well, you just got a text. So, ooh, gonna have a little bit of the champagne. We're gonna wait for a few more people to get here. So, I do this every year as a guilty pleasure to myself. So, you guys have probably heard me say it numerous times. I try not to get into the drama that is some of the stuff that goes on in the knife community and knife world. Some people do. Some people like to talk about people. Some people like to talk about people behind their backs and things like that. I tend not to. Because I found that typically that is a cold, frosty mug of beer right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I have found that that is... It just never plays out well for your channel when you do that. I don't like it. Whew, I should have muted that. I don't like it. I don't like to see other channels do it. Typically, it's kind of off-putting to me. I've never liked the drama channels that's what they focus on. But do you guys like the shirt? I like this shirt. This shirt is very cool and comfortable. So, but that's just one of the things. I've just never gravitated to the drama and things like that. So I'm going to preface this. We're going to wait for a few people to show up because there's only 5 people here. It's really starting to get annoying. I'm probably just going to stop doing live feeds. If you guys want to continue to support the channel, join the membership and you get early access to videos and stuff. It's gotten to be ridiculous that I even do live feeds for like 5 people. The notification for this has been up for days. The notification for this went up days ago, so everybody knew this video was coming. So it doesn't make sense to me how I only have like 5 people here. At any rate, I do know that there's probably somebody else that's live. At any rate, we're going to talk about something that does really irritate me. So, but before that, big shout out to Winston Cobretti for sending this shirt for my birthday. This thing is great. And Spitfire, I don't know if you saw, I confirmed what you had said when you sent that thing about the weird choil on the R1. That absolutely was the purpose. There was actually a manual on using the actual... Yeah, you guys tell me that every time, Paul, and I have no idea who the fuck that is. Still have no idea who the fuck that is. I'm just, suffice to say, I know that he's live, but you may as well tell me that the Kardashians are doing something, because I have no idea who the fuck that is. So it's every time. I said, I'm not going to change my schedule ever again. This is it. This is the schedule. Oh, that is mighty cold and refreshing. So, I'm going to preface this. This video is going to be demonetized. So I know all of you guys like to support and do things. If you want to, I'm seriously thinking about stopping the live feeds entirely. I'm spending my life doing stuff that no one's watching or appreciating. So I don't understand why my live feeds don't get traffic. This isn't a complaint. This isn't me like rage quitting. I'm just saying like, I'm maybe just done with it. I might be done with it. But for those of you that do drop super chats and stuff, you can still drop super thanks on videos that are already, it's like tipping. It's just like a super chat here, except it's just a comment that you put in a live, in a pre-recorded video. But at any rate, so back in the day, if you guys could go around to anyone that is live and let them know that I'm live and will be for a while if they want to drop in when they're done. Here a few years ago, this video is going to be demonetized. I'm telling you right now. It's going to be demonetized. I owe this to myself. It's not that I don't want to do it. It just seems kind of... It just seems like I'm doing it just for the sake of doing it. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't want to do it. I want to do it, but I don't want to do it without interaction. With only 5 people here, it gets really boring, and I kind of have to talk to myself, and I don't like doing that. On a day like today, it's fine. So at any rate, little bit of a backstory. Back here a few years ago, the knife community had started to pick up, and it was building itself up, and it was getting bigger, and there were a lot more people that were getting interested in knives, and a lot of that has to do with, I don't know how many of you guys remember it, back in the day, Todd Begg, Mark Begg, their other brother, and Mattia Barani had a TV show that was called Knife Bros. And it was one of those TV shows that came out, and it was like the precursor to some of the reality shows of people doing like a business or running a business and doing things, right? So what happened was there was like this big influx of people that didn't know anything about the knife. I mean, how's the audio, by the way? I got the microphone pretty far away. There were a lot of people that just all of a sudden just got interested in the knife hobby. And about that same time, John Grimsmo started his YouTube channel where he was doing knife making, and Walter Sorrell started the Knife Making Tuesday videos that he was doing with how you make a knife and stuff like that, right? And so there was this big push that people started to get into like higher end knives. They started to discover stuff like mid-tex and custom knives and got interested in that. And it was really a cool time. You know, I had already been in the knife community for a while. I'd already been doing a lot of knife stuff. I never once watched an episode of Knife Bros. Sorry, Todd. I love you. And Todd Begg said he would come on the channel and do a video with me, a live feed with me. I just have not hit him up. But it was just a weird time, and there was a lot of guys that were doing some weird stuff. There was some knife stuff coming out. Well, in that realm of time where knife stuff started to pick up, there were some guys that were kind of capitalizing and screwing around in the knife community. There was some guys that took pre-orders for custom knives and never delivered, or delivered and then stopped delivering. Like they did some knives and then canceled, and people had paid a deposit and things like that. So it was kind of on the backside of, well, about that time, there was a guy that came into the fray named Paulo Balzano. Paulo Balzano was a guy that came in and decided that he could make the EDC knife that everybody wanted. And so he came out with this prototype look design that he came out with and did a Kickstarter. And it showed all kinds of pictures and stuff. And I'm hoping that the audio on one of these clips will play, because it's hilarious. So this guy went to Kickstarter and decided he was going to fund a knife project through Kickstarter, which meant that, like, basically that was the startup cost for him to, like, get a machine or get the down payment on a machine, get the materials he needed, and everybody jumped into it. So he collected all this money. Well, there's another guy named Voss Offren that was like, okay, I want to jump in on this. I'm going to do the same startup. And they partnered together. And Voss Offren was going to do these pry bar multi-tool things, right? And so Paulo was like, well, let's just throw them together. And you're going to see all this. So what happened was they started this big concept project on Kickstarter. And then that's when things went awry. Now, I do have the page pulled up, and we're going to look at the actual Kickstarter and the historical data on it and all that stuff. I see you guys wishing me happy birthday on the side. I'm sorry I haven't acknowledged it. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. I got a couple of, you guys haven't seen it yet, I got a couple of really, really cool items for my birthday from a couple of you guys subscribers, Michael R. and Winston Cobretti. I absolutely got a gift from my buddy that it's here. I'm not going to show it to you. Well, actually, I will show it to you. This was a gift from my buddy. This is a 229. At any rate, I got a lot of really cool stuff. A lot of stuff came into the channel. We have a new filming mat. You may have seen already the video at the higher distance and everything. Yes, Will B. Will B got something. He bought one of my designs. He bought my stonefish knife that's currently on sale, really cheap. As a matter of fact, there is a purchase link in the community tab. If you guys ever were interested in my, stonefish combat utility fighter, I believe I've got mine right here. I'll show it to you. If you guys are ever interested in one, they are on sale on Blade HQ right now. Use my purchase link. You can use the one that's in the description of this video. He ordered one of these. Unfortunately, previously Will ordered something from Blade HQ as a gift to me, as a gag gift, and it showed up here, and he had my address, and he never changed it. So his order showed up at my house. Guys, the reason I'm in this, not just because this was a gift, it is so humid. It is 86% humidity. It is 78 degrees and raining right now in San Diego. It's miserable. It feels like it's like 85 degrees. It's like 86, 87% humidity. So, like I said, the 14 of you, there's a lot of you guys that don't know this backstory. Like, Will doesn't know this. So, allow me to give you a little backstory on Mr. Paulo Balzano. So, he was not a knife maker. He wasn't a knife designer. He really wasn't even a knife guy. He was a animator. He did some work for for Nickelodeon and stuff like this. And this is where it's going to get funny. And if you guys do want to support the channel, this is going to be a demonetized live stream. So not only can you like give me birthday gifts, you can support the channel if you want to drop a super chat. Or check out Coffee Brand Coffee or Tempered Trail, either one of those. That's great. Or join a membership. At any rate, Mr. Balzano designs a knife, right? And he put it on... He put it on Kickstarter. Now, we'll make this a little bit bigger. We'll make this bigger. So we're gonna actually pull this up. I know that it's weird how this works. But this is what he came up with, right? And I'm going to show you, interact with this. This is, we'll hit OK on this. This is what he designed. So now this was the knife, right? This was the knife that he designed. That was it. Like, that was the knife, right? Just like this. Matter of fact, this is a better looking knife. That's the knife he designed. So he did a Kickstarter. We're going to pull that back up. And you guys can look at it. You guys can look at it here. So it was a lightweight, compact EDC folding knife made from grade 5 titanium and CT XHP stainless steel, a true modern heirloom, right? And as you can see, 70 backers pledged $29,687. That's a lot of money. Andrew just subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the channel, Andrew. It's $29,000. That was for the Mars knife. Now, you saw that pry bar that was there, right? That was part of... We'll get into that. That was part of it. Now, we're going to minimize this a little bit and put it up here off to the side a little bit. You guys still should be able to see it. Yeah, I love this shirt. This was a shirt that was gifted on my birthday to me from... I'll scoot over a little bit so we can make that a little bit bigger. So $29,000, right? $29,000. You guys see that? $29,000 from 70 backers. Actually, it was 29,000. What was it? 29,000. $29,687 to help bring this project to life, right? Available rewards for $379. You got serial numbers 1 through 10. Receive one of 10 serialized Marv pocket knives at $40 below retail. So that means that was going to be, help me out here, $379, right? That would make this a, what, 400? Okay, so you look, that's basically 380. Add $40, it's a $420 knife, right? The early bird, $379, receive one Mars pocket knife at $40 below retail. There were 25 backers on that. We're at 9 on the first one. Kickstarter special, $399, $20 below retail, 11 backers. The Mars XHP Core, which was $599. Now, we're going to look at that. That is this version right here, XHP Core. That is a very, very bad looking Damascus, if you ask me, in my opinion. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I can't see what you guys are looking at. So tell me if that's not clear. Like, if you want that bigger, well, we'll make that bigger. Let's make it bigger. There we go. So it's a Nichols XHP Core. Now, I got to say, I've never seen... I've never seen Nichols Core, XHP Core Damascus look like that. It looks kind of shitty to me, if you want to know the truth. So, so that's Nichols XHP Core Damascus, right? And then you can see it one side. You see how one side's all fuckered up? And then the other side looks like that. It's not done well. This was their shop. Aside for water jet heat treating, which will be done in American-owned and operated small business, California, the Mars will be manufactured entirely in-house at our CKMU, California Knife Makers United shop in Orange, California, which is just up the road from here. So this all started. So the product, it was going to end in July, start mid-August. Now you guys are like, okay, what's the time frame on this? I want to scroll down, or we're going to go back to the actual, can I log, how do I, campaign. So the campaign started, let's see here. So he's got his wrists and all this stuff here, but this, I gotta find it here. Last was updated, okay, so, rewards. Let's see. These were the rewards. I'm trying to find, you can see, so this was, there's still 14 left of 20. Estimated delivery date, December 2016. So, guys, December 2016. December 2016 was the estimated delivery date. I will tell you that has come and gone. And there were updates and all this stuff. But we're going to look at the list of updates because he was saying July 2016 was the end of the funding period. It was funded. He met his goal. Voss Offren met his $20,000 goal. And then Paulo said he was going to provide and release all of Voss Offren's part of it, which was the pry bars. So there was an entire another, we're not even going to look at that one, but collectively those two working out of the same shop on the same machines, backing their projects on Kickstarter, made $60,000 total. 29 or 29. So actually it was 29.6, and then I think 28 something on Voss Offren's part. Right? $60,000. Now here we are, 2023, and you would think that you would have seen this knife somewhere along the way, somewhere, you know, having been reviewed or something like that. And I'm going to say no, because he never made a single fucking knife. This is where I get upset, and this is why this has been such a heated thing with me, and why I've been on this every year on my birthday. I do this every year. Every year I do this. That knife collected $60,000 total between that and that pry bar multi-tool there. Personally don't like the look of that knife at all. Understand the clean look, but that just looks bland as hell. It is a basic bitch fucking plain Jane bullshit fucking knife that QSP makes one that's nicer than that for $30 fucking dollars. And this is why this is going to be, because I'm about to get... when you can get a knife that looks nicer for $30, why would you pay $420 on a Kickstarter? Why? Why would you? Why? So the 16 of you that are here, I'm going to tell you this is going to be a demonetized feed. If you do want to drop a super chat, that would be great. If not, I mean, just hang out. That's fine. But at least give it a like, because I can't see how many likes this video has. And I guarantee the 15 of you, 16 of you that are here, not all of you have dropped a like. I would appreciate if you would drop a like. It brings more people here. And if there is someone else that's live, if you can drop in their comment section that they can swing by when they're done, that would be great as well. Why? Why would I pay $420 full price for a Mars knife when this is as good? And guess what? It exists. So now I know that before we get into this and I go any further on the Blazano Bash Fest, I would like to point out that there's going to be a lot of you that are going to say, but what about fucking M3 Tactical? And what about, who was it? What about M3 Tactical? And what about the other scammers that have come about? And what about the, hey, Douglas, $2 through Super Chat. Thank you very much, sir. This is my birthday gift to myself, this Paulo Bazzano thing. The M3 Tactical Tech, and what was it? Quartermaster Knives, and a couple other companies, right? That like, they're like, oh, what about these guys? I will say that even the guys that kind of got people for money and people pre-ordered knives and they never delivered all of them. Like, they delivered some and like, hey, it just can't, I can't make it happen. You know, it was a non-negotiable down payment. Now I had some people that did that. They ordered knives from me and I paid them back. But there were a lot of people out there that took pre-orders for knives and then just never delivered, or took money for work and then just like their business collapsed. The difference between them and this guy is this guy has never made a knife. At least M3 Tactical had some knives that they provided. At least fucking Quartermaster was providing knives. Were they shady and they were doing fucking shady shit? Yes, but at least they were still providing the product they said they were going to. Was it what it was supposed to be? No. Quartermaster knives sold a lot of titanium knives that were magnetic. There were a lot of their titanium handled folding knives that you could stick a magnet right on the handle. And I'm like, well, that's not titanium, but it's still a knife. Paulo Bolzano never made a single knife. And there's going to be some conjecture from some people when we look at the update schedule on this. But before we do that, what's this? I like the look of the EDZ, but the guy who owns Indiana Knives and Fidget Beast. I will tell you, one of my followers, one of my subscribers, one of my paying members, Bubbles. I don't know if he's here. I hope he's here. Bubbles, I don't see his logo. He hasn't commented. Bubbles is in the process of starting his own business where he's going to do a lot of machining. He's going to be doing a lot of laser work. He's going to make some fidget stuff. He's going to make some like the clickety-clackety stuff with magnets and detents and things like that people love. Definitely get behind him. Hag90, you have not missed a lot. We're just basically setting the baseline of this. But like I said, this was all possible at the time. 2016, big influx of people into the knife community because of that TV show, Knife Bros. with Todd Begg and Mark Begg and them. So a lot of people saw this and they're like, this looks cool. I want into this. I can't afford a custom knife, but I can drop $420 on a knife that's going to be like super well made, and it's going to be a startup, and I'm going to be sort of supporting a new small business, right? That's how it kind of worked out. My neighbor is having a birthday party for someone later today, and they have like 3 dogs in their yard, and I've never wanted to blowgun dart a dog so bad in my life. They are the most annoying little fucking dogs. Anyway, so this Mars knife fiasco here that you see, and we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna continue going through it, was fully funded by July of 2016, right? 2016. You would say to yourself, how hard could it be to get a knife? So, the FAQ on this, frequently asked questions, it looks like there aren't any frequently asked questions, and I will tell you, that didn't used to be the case. That didn't used to be the case. There used to be a lot of frequently asked questions in there. You know why there aren't any anymore? Well, because Paulo deleted them. Paulo is, and I've had people accuse me of it, of not being able to take criticism. Paulo absolutely is the worst. Like, he absolutely blocked me on all social media. Okay, nope, that's not what I want to move. I'm trying. I'm sorry, guys. This software is still new to me. I'm trying to make this a little bit bigger. So, as we interact further down into this, as we come on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still. This is new software, and I'm still messing with it. So, so last update. So these frequently asked questions, he took them all down, right? So updates. We're gonna go through these updates. Here we go. We'll go to the bottom. So this was October 2000. In-house manufacturing, all systems go, right? So this was the one here. And you see that he's got the system. They put in the 3-phase. They've got coolant pickup. These are all stock photos, by the way. I'm trying to see why I can't read this. Oh, the production of a product is the sum of many factors. At any rate, that was it. So right there, check it out. The Brother TC SB2 has arrived. We'll play this. Tell me if you guys can hear this audio. I'm hoping. You have my attention, sir. Right? Whew. Goosebumps moment, right? It looks cool. It looks like something's happening. They're doing cool stuff. They're doing Gucci cool stuff, right? Let's look at the next update. So, back to all updates. So that was the first one, right? The production is the sum. Yeah, thanks, Paulo. These closing on the finish line with assembler deliveries. This is the one that really got people. This is the one that really got people upset, right? I was hoping to have these out. Now, in this tray, you see these knives. What do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably 20 knives there, right? There's 20 knives there. What's going on here? Closing in on December delivery, right? What happened? There was knives. There's 20 knives there. What's going on, Paulo? Why are we still talking about this in 2023? 2020, yeah. 7 fucking years. 7 fucking years. So that was this was, I'm trying to figure out why I can't see it. I was hoping to have these ready to send to laser engraving sooner, but I wasn't willing to compromise on the quality of the work. It's getting tight, and there was some risk. The knives, da 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 da. Now, I would like to bring it back to y'all's attention. This post is for backers only. Providing the best work, the price, shipping delays. He started making these. So the Vasano Duo backers, this was the one where I was talking about. So a lot of these updates. So here we go. So that was back here. What was this? This was December 15th, 2016. Closing on a finish line with December deliveries, right? Now, I want to remind you, no one has received a knife. I know this is taking way longer, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know why these are so hard to read, but at any rate, so he's providing these, the Sasha Gray, the tumbled Sasha Gray, the black tie. And then people were like, wait a second. Wait. Right? What happened, Paulo? What happened? Why are we getting updates about knives that you say, okay, well, this is it. What happened to those knives that were in the tray? Remember when I told you that he was an animator? What he got famous for before he changed his name to, that's the other thing. Paulo Balzano is not his name. Paulo Balzano is what his name is now when he started making knives. Paulo Balzano was a photorealistic animator. He would do photorealistic. Hey, just Nate donated $5 through Super Chat. What's up, Mike and friends? Thank you very much. I will say that's appreciated because this one's going to be demonetized. Not only am I drinking alcohol in it, I'm about to lambaste and tear into a piece of shit. So Paulo comes out, and a lot of people were like, and this is why he banned me. I was like, okay, wait a second. It's now, what's the date on that? What's the date on this update here? You guys, let's see, May 4th, 2017. December, he was right, December 15th, January, February, March, April, May, and then so 5.5 months. What happened to the knives that were in the tray, Paulo? And we're like, hey man, what's going on? What happened to the knives that were in the tray? Well, I'll tell you what happened to the knives in the tray. They never fucking existed. He drew them. They were fake. They never existed. They were a pipe dream. He fucking drew them out. He was a fucking photorealistic editor. That's what he was good at. And that's why this looked so good to everyone. It looked so clean because they weren't fucking real. They were fake. He never made those knives. Not a single one. So this was about the time where Elliot and I started digging into it, and people were coming out online and were like, hey man, what's going on with these knives? Do I have to go to Mars to get this knife? You already said you were going to start delivering in December. It's now 4.5 months later, and we get it. There's delays and stuff, but those knives that were done, someone should have gotten them. And all the backers were in the comments like, I haven't seen a fucking thing. And they're like, has anyone gotten anything? And everyone else was like, nope, not a fucking thing. Not a word. He dummied up. This was the time where Paulo got that, you know, that nice shop that they were in, that they were getting stuff delivered in, that really wasn't their shop, that stuff was getting delivered in. No one orders that much coolant for a small project like that. For making fucking 100 knives, you need maybe 1 drum of coolant. That's this many. That's this many. John Grimsmo was making knives daily and was not getting that much coolant. He would, because you're refreshing your coolant. It flows back through. It goes through a filter system, all that shit. No one buys pallets and pallets and pallets and barrels and barrels and barrels of coolant. That was all fucking stock footage from somewhere. So this was when I really started to get into the whole fray, because I met this dude and I was like, this dude's a piece of shit. And he rubbed me the wrong way. I think it was at it was one of the shows. And I was like, bro, I'll tell you what. if I see you outside of a knife show, I'm going to kick you in the fucking asshole so hard it takes your taint and turns it into a tisn't. Like, I'm gonna kick you in the ass so hard it sucks your balls up in. Because he was a piece of shit. And I had another friend of mine that went to a knife show, and Paulo was brown bagging it. So if you guys don't know, that means you're selling your stuff without a table. It's against the rules of any knife show. He was brown bagging it, trying to sell his shit. And they were garbage, from what I understand. They were fucking horrible. They were fucking trash, from what I understand. And I guess he apparently did make a butterfly knife that looked okay-ish, but somebody was like, it looked okay, but it really wasn't that smooth. It was gritty. It was all fucked up. So that was May, right? That was May of 2017. May or June? What was it? What was the date on it? Let's see. That was May 4th, 2017. Like I said, 4.5 months into this. And then from May 4th, 2017, the next update was September. I wish I could. Is there a way to change the... Is there a way to change this? Can you guys see that? Why is it so dark? At any rate, it says, I'm not just here getting knives done. I'm here getting perfect knives done. Now, keep in mind, that shop that they did have some pictures of, they had a small shop. It wasn't the shop you saw pictures of. They got kicked out of that facility. Yeah. Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Robert, you can only send so much. The whole thing is, it keeps the chat from getting overwhelmed. So, that shop you guys saw the pictures of was not the shop they were in. I've seen the shop that they were in. And there was a lot of pictures. If you go look up Paulo Balzano, Balzano, I can't anymore because he blocked me on all social media. There were pictures of him like drunk and in his underwear on a couch. There was like nothing knife making getting put in a post on those videos or on that Instagram, right? And at that time, they had that shop, and he had another partner that had come in and he was use the machines and stuff like that. And the guy was like, "Look, I've got to cut my partnership with this guy. I can't do it." And he went into it in kind of detail, but they got kicked out of that facility because in a business center like that where they had their shop, it's for work purposes only. They got kicked out because Paulo was living in there. Like, he was living in there, and he was fucking all drugged up. So at any rate, he got them kicked out of that facility because he was living in the shop. And so now nothing's getting done, right? And that's why there's this big long thing. And he was like, well, I'm not just here getting knives made. I'm getting perfect knives made. Mind you, what happened to the ones that were in the tray, Paulo? This is when Elliot and I started like commenting, and this is like, he got really upset. Elliot Williamson and I were like fucking all over this dude, like flies on shit. And I was just watching one of your old lives the other day about this bozo who screwed everyone. Yeah, this one. Thank you very much for the 5 bones. Like I said, guys, it's going to be demonetized because, like I said, I'm drinking alcohol. One, YouTube doesn't let you do that and monetize your feed. And two, age restricts it. And two, I'm calling somebody out directly, and I know it. And like I said, I typically like to avoid drama but this guy, like I said, he's worse than any of the other scammers. He's worse than M3 Tactical. He's worse than fucking Jesus Christ. Any of the companies, because at least those guys were providing products. They were shitty products. I mean, he's Jake Hoback is better than this dude. At any rate, so there's this big long stretch from May to September, nothing, right? Nothing. Nothing from this guy. You guys can't even see this. I wish I could do this. I'll have to read them to you. So at any rate, back. So that was in September. And like here, I'm not just here getting, so this is September 29th, 2017, right? The next update went from September 29th to October 1st, 2018. 1 year and 1 month later. And are you ready for this? I hope you guys can hear this. I hope this audio plays, because we're going to play this video. No audio? Fuck me. Okay. So basically Paulo comes on there. And so this is just like a background. There's birds chirping. And it sounds like he's in a boardroom, right? He's by himself. He's coked out of his fucking mind. Just sitting around. And he says, I think we're going to keep it pretty simple. If the knives, if someone's knives are getting, if their knife is getting shipped to them, if their knife is coming in its first shipment, they'll get shipping information. If it's not, then they won't. I think we'll just keep it at that. Pretty simple. Meeting adjourned. That's what he said. And I'm like, motherfucker, you have not updated your customers for a year and 1 month. After you had knives on a table, you said we're ready to ship, and then said you were shipping after December. Then you come back and you say, well, I've got to get the knives made. Well, what the fuck happened to those knives? Then after you show knives that are complete, then you're going to show finish options? Like, it was all fucking out of sorts because he's all fucking coked up. He is the Hunter Biden of the knife world, right? And so, yeah, Alice, you gotta send short snippets. It is there for a reason. I'm gonna change it eventually, but it does keep the chat from getting overloaded. I may change the number of lines of text. At any rate, that's his update to people. Like, and guys, by the way, hit the like button. It'll help get more people here. That was his update to people that paid him $29,680. And then Vazafrin jumped on and was like, well, I'll just throw in a design too. And I don't think they ever intended to make a knife, but we'll get to that in a second. Right? So instead of let me get back to this. Instead of giving people an update and telling, like, look, we got kicked out of the shop and this and that, he just basically comes out and just kind of condescends. So, and then there's this one. Now, the problem is that he now has went in, and I think he did it because it wasn't like this the other day. It was not set for backers only. Like, I was 2 days ago when I started doing this, and I announced I was going to do it, you could still look at all the updates. Like, I could look at every one of the updates. But here we are, June 4th, 2020. He comes back out. Now, this is 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20. 4 years in, although I'm not 100% solid on a date for the restart, I'm happy to report that delivery will resume before October. Thank you for all your continued patience. Now, he said that it would resume before October. Now, I would like to point out that on the positive for him, he didn't fucking say what year. So that was the last update. This is 3 years later. 3 fucking years later. After saying he was going to start back up production on knives that on December the 16th of 2000, December 15th, 2016, were done. Knives that were done. Now he's going to start back up. Paulo, where are those knives that were done? Where are the finished knives? So the other day I looked at this and I was trying to just refresh my memory and I was trying to I do this every year. And I posted up a thumbnail and scheduled this video. And from then till now, that now has been blocked to where it is backers only. The only people who can look at that updates are backers. Right? Well, you know what? Hang on. Let me log into give me a second. No, I can't do that because then you guys see my login. Into Kickstarter because I have backed stuff on Kickstarter. I backed I donate to ones. I don't necessarily do the level where I get a free item, but I definitely try to support some Kickstarters. Like I had the original Pebble smartwatch. Back that. One of the most successful Kickstarters. This is the reason you can't do a Kickstarter for a knife ever. This is what did it. This ruined it for everyone. So, this cocksucker now has went in. This dirty, fucking slimy, skinny, fucking Squidward looking motherfucker has went in and made it impossible for me to see. At least he thinks he has. Because I believe, allow me to look at it on my phone. Oh, no, that's right, because I sent it to Will. So he has blocked it. Because Will was able to see it, Will's not a backer. Absolutely a slimy, conniving, dirty, slimy piece of shit. He looks like a tool you'd use to get a football out of a storm drain. He looks like Squidward. Like I said, this is where the live feed starts to get demonetized. This is the worst common denominator in the knife community. There are guys out there that will do something and provide you a very expensive knife that's really not worth it and charge you a lot and then fucking, but at least they're providing you with a product. This dude never delivered a single knife. And that brings us back to how did he get away with this? Well, those photorealistic renders that he would do. He did 3D editing and 3D rendering and things like that. So, guys, we're like 48 minutes in. If you haven't dropped a like, please drop a like. If you want to join a membership, please think about it. I provide a lot of benefits. And because this is not a monetized live feed, please go check out my two sponsors. That it would absolutely help. The coffee one is. There's a sale going on, by the way. At any rate. Yeah, Will says he changed it since the other night. So I gotta take a breather. So let's real quick before we get into the continued drama, and then we start and look at the comments from backers. What's everybody got in their pockets today? What's everybody got in pocket today? What's everybody's EDC item today? I'm curious because we got another hour. That's this one is the one that sticks in my craw. This is the one that just like this dude took absolute advantage of the knife community. Frag Titanium Cormorant. Nice. Will, don't please, Will, I don't want to have to read. Like it's gonna kick you out. Like fucking just tell me just give me one knife that's in your pocket, Will. Where the fuck is everyone going? Like, this is fun. This is the one I look forward. This is the live feed I look forward to every year. You know what I should do? As people leave, if people are leaving, I should be like, guess what? We're going to give something away. Fuck. Carrying the G10 Cormorant. The 942... The 940-2. Is the 940-2, that's the carbon fiber one, right? With the S90V blade? Never a single fucking one of them that were centered. You know what? I'm a bash on blades on Benchmade right now, too. Did you guys see... I don't remember what knife it was. Somebody posted it in the Gilded server, in the chat server, the private Discord for the paying members. If you're not a paying member, shame on you. You're missing out. It's like fucking, what, $2? I think it's $1.99 to join the just looking and just get the exclusive content, early access, and the private chat server, the Discord. At any rate, Chunk. Oh, you're going to hear a garage door go. My wife just got home. Hang on a second. At any rate, so Benchmade posted up on, was it Knife Center or Blade HQ? Winston Capretti's got the J Cape. There's something. Oh, the big boy and this. Fucking dog's bound and determined to knock my fucking lights down. Hang on. Anyway, the dog's just tearing through here and knocking over lights and knocking into shit and trying to knock over my fan, and my wife and kid just came home. So there was the big boy, the scene snake. What's the Sean snake? You talking about my sea snake design? SEA, not SEAN. There was a knife that I think it was Blade HQ. Oh hell, I gotta look now. There was a knife that they posted a picture up, and I'm pulling up the Gilded server, the chat server right now. Was that in the? I think that was in the knife chat.
It's gonna be loud. Mama brought a whole fan. There's a whole purple fan.
Hang on. You guys are gonna hear a lot of noise. My wife is. Can you just leave it and I'll get it after? Just leave it. Anyway. Sorry about that. I did not want to. I just wanted to get everything in. I didn't want to have to fucking hear it. And anyway, now the door's open, so you guys will hear background noise. But anyway, so there was a knife that went up on Knife Center. It was a Benchmade something. What was the Benchmade what? 5-to-1. So at any rate, they put up a knife for. Oh Jesus! Here we go. I want to look at the price. Damn, Alice, you ass fuck the knife chat. I can't find what we're talking about. Nope, that's not it. So they put a knife up for $405. And it was so off center. It was so off center. I'm like, what the fuck? It was so off center that I'm like $405, and everybody was like, which is worse? That it's off center, it's $405. And I was like, you know what's worse is that you guys are assuming that there was a centered version that showed up. Benchmade is, fuck Benchmade. Benchmade has not made a good fucking knife. Even the 940 that everybody loves, the 940-1, which was the carbon fiber with the S90V blade, I've never seen one that wasn't off center. Never once. Never seen one. Every one of them I've seen favors one side or the other. And I'm just tired of everybody sucking fucking Benchmade's dick. Oh, they're American made. They're great. No, their fucking knives are fucking horrible. Spyderco's expensive and they're American made, but at least their knives are fucking decent 9 times out of 10. Like, it's really hard to not get a decent Spyderco. They're going to have some issues. Fuck Benchmade. Just leave it. So, yeah, it's... I'm going to show up at her. This is what irritates me. Like, they don't forget that this is my job right now. I'm upset with my family now. I told them I left the front door unlocked, so they didn't have to open and close the garage door. They didn't have to come through and make a bunch of noise. And I didn't have to interrupt the live feed to carry shit in, because they could have went right in the front door instead of coming through the garage, right? I'm going to show up at my wife's office and just come in and just make a bunch of fucking noise, move shit around, and do shit while she's working. At any rate, yeah, fuck Benchmade. Fuck Benchmade. Fucking right in the butthole with a broken beer bottle. So you see why this is going to be we haven't done this in a while. We haven't done this in a while. And I have 2 of these. There's one more of these. We have a whole nother hour. So Paulo pulls this massive scam on everyone in a knife roll, right? We're now back to Paulo. And then really gets pissy about people calling him out. Like, he's like, well, you can't do this. You can't call me out. And then, so my buddy Adam, Flippin' Bean, he told Paulo at a knife show that he was going to hate fuck him and punch him in the dick and drag him outside and kick his head into a storm drain. Now, I don't necessarily think that was a good idea, but I also told Paulo I was going to kick him in the balls so hard, I was going to kick him in the ass so hard that I turned his taint into a tizzant and kicked his, like, so far that it made like a black hole and sucked his balls into his own asshole. Like, I was going to kick him, like, into a funnel. Like, I was going to make that whole area of his into a funnel, right? I don't like to threaten people, but at that point, I was really upset with the dude's piece of shit. Adam did the same thing, and this was when Balzano got caught brown bagging it. Like I said, I don't know if you guys know what brown bagging it at a knife show. That means you're selling your shit without a table. It's called brown bagging it. Like, bring your stuff and you're selling it in the lobby or on the floor, which is against the rules at knife shows. Majority of knife shows. Knife trades are conducted in other places. Like, if you go to USN, you have the Cove. If you go to what is it, Blade, it's called the Pit. All those things, right? So much cooler with the garage door open. I'm sorry if there is additional noise, but it feels so much better now that my wife came back. She opened up that door. But that's against the rules, and he was breaking the rules, and fucking Adam fucking told him, knock the fuck off, and then he fucking said something, and Adam was like, I'm gonna fucking hate fuck you. Like, I'm gonna butt fuck your soul. And Paulo turned him into the cops. Said said that he was threatening him, and the cops came and are like, he's like, where's the difference? There's a difference between a threat and a promise. Like, he thinks it's a threat. I'm just saying, like, if he doesn't fucking knock it off, that's what's gonna fucking happen. And I was like, fair enough. The cops said the same thing. So Paulo has bounced around the knife roll for a while, and he keeps, like, popping up on that Kickstarter and promising knives. And here's the thing. This is my bottom line take on it. He had zero intention of he was never going to make a knife. Period. Not one. He was not going to make one. He knew that he could do this. He knew that if he drug people along, and I think at one point maybe they were going to do it because they did have the shop, and I think Voss Offering really did want to do some stuff, but they spent, and I know this because I've seen and heard from people that were intimately involved with it, and were like, this dude's a piece of shit. He basically, him and Voss Offren made trips to Europe on that money, and Voss Offren bought synthesizers and stuff for playing music and all kinds of shit, right? Was this full Max Payne mode? I love it. Was that loud for you guys too? I'm just curious. So they used that money and did nothing with it. They got kicked out of the shop. Well, then I did a burner Instagram account, right? I did a burner Instagram account, and I started tracking Paulo, and then he figured out it was me, so he blocked me again. And I'm not going to continue to make Instagram accounts. But on this burner account, I see that he has bought a box car, like a refrigerated box car, that he basically has set up and turned the refrigeration unit into air conditioning. That's the new machine shop. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Is this motherfucker living in a fucking boxcar now? And I'm like, the whole thing that is very, very sad about this is if you go back and you look at that Kickstarter and you see those images, and then once you realize that those never existed, like he made those on a computer, like those images those knives never existed. Never once. He made them as a render, as a photorealistic 3D, 2D render, and then rendered the background, softened anything up as an animator would, right? 3D photorealistic animator, because that's what he was. The man is immensely talented. If he had just done that, instead of deciding to try and take advantage of the knife community, it would have been so much better. But the thing is, not only did he take advantage of the knife community, he ruined Kickstarter for every other knife project. There has not been a successful knife Kickstarter since. And I'm going to say since because I haven't seen the numbers for the Perfect Pyrite, the Kickstarter that Artisan did. And I told him, I was like, I wouldn't fucking do it. Like, I know that now Paulo Bolzano ruined, absolutely fucking ruined Kickstarter for knife makers. Cheers. You know how I always say, if it's your birthday, happy birthday? Well, the 30th was my birthday, and this is my birthday present to myself. I'm hanging out with you guys. This is my birthday present to myself, is hanging out with you guys. It really is. And I do enjoy it. And there's 20 of you guys here. If you haven't dropped a like, please do so. I'm going to start getting a little further into this because we're going to, in this second hour, we're going to start reading some of the comments if he hasn't blocked it. If not, I'm going to have to read the comments from my phone. I'm going to have to log in because I did donate. I did back the Mars knife because I knew he might do something like this. I backed the Mars. I backed the Mars knife project to the tune of $1 so that I can still log in and get that. Pardon me. I made cheeseburgers. I made myself cheeseburgers for breakfast, by the way, just so that I was unhappy enough with the way I feel. Like, I feel heavy and greasy and unhappy because I had 2 cheeseburgers for fucking breakfast just so I wouldn't feel good, just so I could be mad at Paulo about that. Fucking him. And fuck Benchmade. If you guys are a Benchmade fan, that's fine. I just personally think that Benchmade is fucking... I had been on a tear where I was like, really, that Spyderco, that Eric Glesser was going to ruin his dad's company. Having that new S90V, them backing into the heat treat and going hard into the paint with the heat treat and bringing on guys like Sean from Sean Houston, Big Brown Bear, probably the best thing they could have done. Like, that gets them into a realm of acceptability where they're doing stuff with steels. That I can appreciate, and I absolutely have kind of a renewed love for Spyderco. I kind of have a brand new love for Spyderco. When I see how good they're doing their steels and things like that now, I'm like, all right, you've kind of redeemed yourself. Your prices are still too fucking high. The prices are still too high, Spyderco. It's too fucking high. And if you guys haven't dropped a like, please do so. And if you'd like to support the channel, I have a membership. You can drop super chats because this can be demonetized. Absolutely gonna be demonetized. So, why be a fan of Benchmade when Hogue exists? Exactly. Who makes a better Benchmade than Benchmade? Fucking Hogue. They're also American made and they're doing it for a lot fucking cheaper. So we're gonna get into reading. Hopefully we can read the comments. Wish I turned that off. Did you guys hear that? Screw it. Never mind. So we're going to pull back up the Mars knife. And, God, like, I just look at that. I was like, although I'm not 100% sure of the restart, I'm happy to report delivery will resume before October. He didn't say what year. In his defense, he didn't say what year. Apparently, you do have to fucking go to Mars to get a Mars knife. So, we're going to, that was the last update, right? He did, see how this is all blacked out? He did this. Hopefully the comments aren't. Oh, yes, I can still read the comments. Okay, so there are 152 comments. Now, we don't have to read them all because there are some people that just definitely didn't get the memo on this. You know what I mean? I'm going to move this down here. Where's the best place for that? Can you guys see that? Not that you have to see me. I'm not a narcissist. I don't have to see my face. I can actually make that bigger. Let's make this a little bit bigger for you guys. So we'll put it like this. So oh, here we go. So this is a new comment that popped up since the last time I did this. Because like I said, I go in here about once a year. Before I do my life. I forgot about this project. More than 6 years now since funding and more than 2 years since the last update. I've backed and received 9 other products since then, with 3 away, I imagine. I've also ordered and received 2 custom knives in that time, both high-end from a maker that rarely even opens his books. I'm gonna try, I want to get this bigger. I want, like, the fonts. I'm old, guys. I have to have larger print, larger font. That rarely open their books. For someone that holds themselves up as an artist and a designer and a maker, you ought to feel ashamed of this situation. Do I still want it? Yeah, of course. The design looks great. No. It is a basic bitch, plain Jane butter knife in titanium and XHP, which extensively is my least favorite of the super steels. Do I have any hope I will ever see this? At this point, looking at the length of time has sat here with lack of progress, having hope would seem foolish. Conrad Warwick, 6 years is such a long time. Please just publish if you're not going to make these knives and let everyone move on. P.S. I wit for all the extras. I really do like the look of these knives and would still love to own one even after all that time. Guys, give up on it. And like I said, it's the plainest of plain, basic of basics, basic bitch, plain Jane, bullshit fucking butter knife. It's a reverse butter knife. If you look at your kitchen knife, like if you go to your kitchen and grab a butter knife and it's flat on the back and rounded, that's what it is. Fuck that thing, it's a piece of shit. 6 years is such a long time. There we go. Wow, it's been 6 years. Had I known this was going to happen, I would have never gone through with this. That was a year ago. Xavier, you're going to see Xavier Barnall and another guy on here. I think his name's Gibson. A lot. 75 of us. Very disappointing. I guess another year and no knives. Any update, buddy? 2 years ago. I'm looking forward to using the Mars knife. Fantastic design, and I'm sure it'll be well made. Thank you. It's not... Here's the thing. Like, you guys, they say, I'm looking forward to this. Fantastic design. I never make a judgment on how fantastic a design is until I've had it in my hand. It's why this channel exists. Even if I tell you guys it's a fantastic design, I don't think you should take my word for it. Sorry, guys. I gotta put this on Do Not Disturb. I've got to... So, George Schmidt, any updates. That was 3 years ago. Mark Carlson, super backer. That means he's backed, I think it was like more than 5 products. Very disappointing. Now, I'm coming back in because I want to see you guys' comments here. No one is. Guys, please interact in the chat. Even though I'm not reading them at the moment, I'll come back and I'll catch up with them. It helps drive. And if you haven't dropped a like, I would appreciate it if you did so. So here we go. Tom Ace, over 3 years ago, nothing. Over 3 years ago, Balzano backed Glue-On. It was so that was a robotic arm by SCA. I remember when it first came out. I don't think that project ever got fully funded or started. So he probably got that money back. So he backed that. He took you guys' money. I doubt he went for the low end. Evidently, he still exists. He just backed another, it's supposed to be another Kickstarter project with our money. Brian Gibson, here you go. Here's our boy Brian. So Brian's going to have some good ones. Paulo is still a cuckold. Nathan, the guy that you saw at the very top. Nothing, going on 3 years. Anybody get anything? Peter Kim, me too. Even though it's been a minute. This is Ryan Ryan Big Tasio. Giant toes. Even though it's been a minute, I'm still looking forward to this sweet looking knife. No, it's not. Xavier Bernal, you're going to see him a bunch. Still waiting. Charles Burton, update, please. John, $29,687. Fuck. Says they started shipping, but nobody's seen a knife. $29,687. John, any shipping yet? John, anyone have a shipping notice? Brian Gibson. It's sad that you continue to. This is. Brian has some good ones. It's sad that you continue to post fake updates. No one believes you're shipping anything, almost like you didn't have a plan to wrap up your scam. What's your final move? Claim ninjas broke in and stole everything? I love Brian's my boy in this one. Like, I love Brian in this. Brian Gibson has the best. This is my favorite. Out of all the comments on this, these 4 right here, all from Brian Gibson in the same time frame. It's best for everyone if you did. It'd be best for everyone if you didn't exist. I really like that one. If you have kids, I feel sorry for them. You're a terrible person. Hey, Paul, I hope you cut an artery when you're packing my knife. This guy's this is like, right? That's why you see a lot of Brian Gibson in here. This guy's a crook and a Kickstarter, and Kickstarter is too for allowing this on their platform. I'm sure they received a ton of complaints and take zero action. Here's the thing, and this is why you got to be careful. This is why you be careful with Kickstarters. We're gonna hide that for a minute because I just get a headache looking at it. This is why you gotta be careful with Kickstarters. Kickstarter has got weird things. Now, this was a flex goal, and this is where you got to be careful. So, if you see a project that says it's a flex goal, that means no matter how much money they make, they get that money and they don't have to deliver a fucking thing. Kickstarter does not require that you deliver a fucking thing. They don't. And 04 Hemi, here's the thing, and this is what I was saying. The reason all these guys got sucked in, like I saw this and I'm like, that is a fucking horrible looking knife. Because I already was friends with people that were making incredible looking knives. I was friends with people that at that same time frame, at the same price point, were doing things like this. So at the time that Paulo was making his push to do this, there were already guys that, like I said, that knife that you saw, that Kickstarter knife, that plain basic bitch fucking bullshit fucking knife. This is why it's going to be definitely demonetized live feed. I apologize. If you got kids, don't have this on speakers. I should have made that this is absolutely not child friendly. It's not really young adult friendly, if you want to know the truth. At the same time that bullshit fucking scam artist was fucking trying to get you to buy that plain Jane fucking knife that there's already a $30 version of out there called, that is an amazing knife. $30 is what that knife looks like it would have cost. There were guys like Farron Forge Knife Works that for just a little bit more, $420 regular price for that piece of shit, These were $5. These were $500. For $80 more, these were amazing, attractive, well done, comfortable, good materials, better than XHP, and grade 5 titanium is not AL4V. AL4V is different. NAFS has done successful Kickstarters as well. I mean, there may have been a couple since, but like basically, there's only a couple Kickstarters that have made it since then. Like he fucking made Kickstarter toxic for knife because everyone remembers this. I'm sorry. There should be I should have marked this. It's not marked as made for children. So like watch at your own peril and risk. So oh, that tastes good. Nothing beats a good cold beer. So this dude fucking had all these people. These people realized this is one of those. That's like one of those deals where you get into something. And you're like, I really don't want to think that I'm getting fucked, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting fucked. It's like when you buy something on eBay. Like we buy something on eBay. Oh, even better. Here's one better. When you see a product on Wish and you order it, and then it comes in, you're like, I'm probably anytime you buy something on eBay or Wish, you're like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get fucked on this. If it shows up and it's good and you're happy about it, eBay's not as bad. eBay actually is better than Wish, but Wish, there's a lot of times you buy shit on Wish and you're like, I'm rolling them fucking dice. Like this, fuck, craps. Oh. Pardon. Let's go back. I just needed a break. I was getting wound up because I feel bad for these people. I really do, because these guys were new to the knife world, and that's where this comes from. Like I said in the beginning, for guys that weren't here, the reason he was able to do this, because 2016 was in that time frame where you had Knife Bros. Rickard, what's up, buddy? I haven't sent your stickers out, man. I'm sorry, with my mom catching cancer. I'll pack them up today. I'll pack them up today. I promise. I swear. Hit me up on Instagram again so that I see it. I know that you sent me that DM with that. I swear I will pack them up today. I will pack them up today. I have something I have to send to Will B. I'll put them in an envelope. I will send out the stickers. I'll send you extra. I'll send you some stuff. I'll send you a bunch of stuff. I'll send you a sticker pack that's not even just my stuff. I'll send you a bunch of stuff. I apologize. Fuck, I just forget every goddamn time. DM me. Just say, hey, it's right here, and then up with the address up above, and I'll scroll through the DMs. I know that you sent me your... Fuck. Shit. Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad. I pulled Apollo. I pulled Apollo. I'm sorry. Shit. I know. I swear, I've got a box over here that's labeled for Will B. It's got to go out. I think I can go to the self-service kiosk today or tomorrow. I can't go anywhere today. I've already drank a 40 of Miller, and I've got another one that we're going to drink because I'm going to finish the second one before we finish this live feed. Okay, so just an update. We'll do it real quick before we get back into the Mars knife thing. So my mother has got stage 4 cancer. She seems to be doing okay. We don't know what the absolute prognosis is. They're going to do some treatment options. It really fucking sucks because, you know, I just lost my dad like 6 years ago to cancer. And now my mom has cancer. And it's something that absolutely could have been prevented. She had a full hysterectomy. She had a full hysterectomy when I was just joined the Navy. So well over 20, 25 years ago. And she was out in Colorado. She knew that she had an ovarian cyst. She was out in Colorado. She got real sick, and that ovarian cyst ruptured, and they did a full hysterectomy while she was out there. She was in the hospital there for a while. She was teaching at the time. She was a nursing instructor, and she was teaching a class in Colorado Springs. And so she got back from the hospital. They did this full hysterectomy, And so, having had a full hysterectomy, she has no ovaries, she has nothing. She doesn't have to have the tests for ovarian cancer because she doesn't have them. Unfortunately, what happened was she had a bunch of ovarian cells that when that cyst exploded, that spread out throughout her body, they sat dormant, and then turned into cancer. All of them. All at once. And since she wasn't getting checked for ovarian cancer, when she went to the hospital for an abscess and she got this infection, and they did a biopsy of the infected area so that they could try and figure out, hey, we got to do some pathology on this, see what kind of infection you have so that we know how to treat it. Is it staph? Is it that? They're like, we found cancer. And they're like, what? And they're like, it's ovarian cancer. She's like, I haven't had ovaries in over 25 years, closer to 30. So, yeah, I need to get myself checked. It's Coyote Trails. If you guys don't follow Coyote Trails, cool enough to let me borrow that CRKT, that crazy one we had with the weird lock. That was a lot of fun, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Swags has designed more knives than Paulo has delivered. Motherfucker, I've made more custom knives than Paulo delivered. To tell you the truth, I've made two... Pardon. I've made over 200 custom knives. Over 200 custom knives delivered, heat-treated, handles, hand-ground, all of that in the time that Paulo has not made a single Mars knife on a fucking machine. And guess what? Every one of my knives that I made, bench made, with an eyeballed, no jig, hand-ground plunge, were straighter ground than any of the Benchmades I've ever fucking had. Just saying. Just saying that I got my plunges and grinds cleaner, freehand, without a fucking jig, than Benchmade does with a machine. You know who told me that? One of the guys who used to work at Microtech. He's like, kind of jig do you use? Use I forget what kind of jig it is, a lot of guys. I was like, nah, I didn't use jig, just flat platen, and up against, he goes, no jig. I was like, nah. No. He goes, how'd you get the center? I was like, I eyeballed it. And he goes, you didn't like have a center gauge? And I was like, no. It's like, you eyeballed this. And I was like, yeah. He goes, we got a fucking machine that doesn't do it that well. And I was like, well, thank you, sir. That was at Microtech's table. Like one of the guys that worked at Microtech. And he was showing one of the owners of the company. He showed Anthony's son. He showed Sean. He goes, Sean, you see this shit? He did that with his, like, no jig. And he was like, we may need to hire you. I still need to apply for that. I have never sent in my application. At any rate. So, Benchmade, fix your shit. Quit being fucking ass. You know what? I can take some minor issues. If they just stop raising the price on their shit. Hang on a second. I gotta do something. I'm still here. I just don't want you guys to see me. I may or may not be wearing pants. It's hot. Hang on. I gotta grab something. I want to do a big shout out. You guys, there we go. You guys, I got Swampus. Okay. I'm back. It's hot. It is so hot and sticky and nasty out here. Like I said, it is 80 degrees. And the last time I looked, it was 86% humidity. And I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. Rickard, August 15th, 2016, I lost my dad as well. It was kind of my last year of college, so I kind of feel your pain. It's your last year of college. I had been retired from the military for 7 years. No. Jesus Christ. 2016, I had been retired. Yeah, 7 years. 7 years. So, we already talked about the shirt. You guys may have already seen a video that has the new top-down view, and I know I did a short about it. We've got a new countertop thing. It's amazing. It's a disassembly mat for pew-pews, for fire. I mean, fuck it, for guns, because I'm already this is already a demonetized feed. So if you want to support by drop a super chat, feel free to, or don't, just hang out. I don't care. It's fun. I got a gift from Mr. Michael R. Now, I've wanted one of these for a long time, and I'll explain why. We'll go back to the Kickstarter thing. This is not the Randall. And now, I'm going to tell you something that's going to be polarizing. This is better than the Randall. This is the cold, and I'll tell you why. This is the Cold Steel R1 Military Classic. And for all intents and purposes, it is an exact replica of the Randall Model 1, which I had one in 01 tool steel. I didn't buy it new. It was one of those deals that there was a guy that had one, and he was transferring, and he was selling shit because he wanted to pack stuff out. He had bought it from someone. It was one of those knives that been hand down. You know, people sell gear to each other. And I had one of those, and it had an issue. And I saw a video of a guy that had the exact same issue. So the problem with the Randall Model 1 with the 01 tool steel is they use an aluminum butt cap on the stacked leather. And what happens is, have you ever heard of galvanic corrosion? What it is, it's bimetallic corrosion. It is it's an electrically active reaction between two dissimilar metals. They start sharing electrons back and forth, and they cause this corrosion. And you just can't get it to stop. And on carbon steel, it's much more prevalent, which mine was, and it just constantly corroded. I got rid of it. There was a guy that really wanted it, and I sold it to him. And I turned around and I bought from another guy this same knife. It was beat the fuck up. Like, it was nowhere near this nice. And I had it for about 4 or 5 months, and I can't remember. I honestly can't. I was downrange. I can't remember if I sold it or if it got stolen. But at any rate, I didn't have one of these anymore. Michael R. was ever so kind to send me this, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous showing of probably what is the best fighting knife. Better than the Randall, because it's got more of a piercing tip. It's honestly, I think this is a better knife than a Randall, which is a very, very rare statement for you to make. Cold Steel did a better job on this knife than Randall did on the original design. I really think they did. It's a fucking Zach Schmidt. I've sent you more knives than he has. Paul. Your knife actually is on my workbench. I'm in the process of scripting out and setting up how I want to film it. Like, you guys know I don't really script, but I make talking points and I read through them and then I read through them and I read through them until I'm comfortable that I can just like kind of just fucking free flow it. So, yeah, you're right. You have sent me more knives, Zach. But there's a video of this coming up. So this was an amazing birthday present. And I don't want you guys to think like I don't solicit these gifts that I get on the channel. Like, I don't. We don't do birthday presents. I actually got more birthday presents from my subscribers than I got from my family, because we don't do birthday presents, especially me and the wife. We might get my daughter something, but rarely do we do anything more than just get a piece of like cake, or like go out to get something to eat. Or my wife was like, "What do you want for supper on your birthday?" And I was like, "Let's just get burritos." So at any rate, big shout out to Michael R on this. This is amazing. It's in incredible shape, and it came stupid sharp. So let's go back to this. We're going to look at the comments. I talked enough about fucked up subjects, and I'm talking about... So I've talked enough about fucked up. So yeah, I wanted to talk about something good. And like I said, this shirt, I love this shirt. I have not had Hawaiian shirts in a long time, and I forgot how much I liked them. So I bought another one. I have a blue one. You're going to see more of this. Like this, I like this. Doesn't look bad on me. I forgot. Hawaiian shirts are comfortable this time of year. But I also did get a couple t-shirts. You guys are going to see the birthday unboxing video. It's probably going to be tomorrow's video. There's not going to be another video that goes up today, I don't think. So, at any rate, let's get back to this. So, we're going to go down through these. There's a lot of them. Let's see. you can see, like, if we started at the bottom, I should have started at the bottom. Because you can see as almost another year goes by without my knife, without an update. Almost a year. Got any updates? 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 Chip. I don't feel the need to be respectful and considerate since you haven't shown any of your customers the same. So, Paulo, I want to scroll back down. I don't want to miss that. So Paulo put out this one thing. He's like, I don't feel the need to. He put out an update, which we can't see because he blocked it from everyone but backers. That said, like, I don't feel the need to be respectful or considerate since you guys haven't shown me the same or something like that. So these guys are like in here. Paulo, I hope Santa brought you herpes for Christmas. That was 5 years ago. It's been so long, I forgot about this. Got any updates? Paulo, almost 6 years ago, update posted. Brian Gibson. Brian, so you guys know that Brian has already thrown some good ones up here. And these ones here were taken down by Kickstarter for violating the guidelines. Wow. So here we go. Well, I tried to contact, this is Eric Brady. Well, I tried to contact Mr. Balzano again. No response yet. As most of you know, he last posted on Instagram July 31st, 2017 was his latest target to ship the Mars knife. Now it's September 10th. Well over a year since the project started and funded. Plus, it appears to have involved making other things as well as collaborations with other people. Funny how there's time to make other things, but no word or signs about the Mars project knives being delivered. I can't believe any one of you backers are even still asking this idiot / criminal anything. Do you all get that he scammed the backers? Balzano is not ever going to deliver knives because there are no knives to deliver because he hasn't made any. And he hasn't made any because he's not a knife maker. Because no knife maker would have ever farmed out his work as he stated he was doing. So that's some of the updates. Like, he was starting to farm stuff out. Basically, this went from, I'm going to make them all in-house. This is the updates you guys can't see. I'm going to make them all in-house. And then it got farmed out and turned basically into a mid-tech. I can't believe I still can't believe that only a handful of the backers have even spoken up. Balzano will never answer again. And I told everyone back in December, but no one wanted to believe me, especially since Samuel Buenia and his smart mouth asking me, have I ever been on a custom knife maker's list? Hey, Samuel, what do you have to say now? And Balzano, so that was, somebody was on here was talking about, have you ever been on a custom knife maker's list? I believe that Stacy Shyrock was on my list. So I believe that, yeah, they were. Yeah, what do you have to say now? And Balzano having the nerve to call me a troll. Yeah, who's the liar now? Backers, Balzano, you are just another criminal at any rate. Anyone asking for update to know your money isn't just being scammed? Anyone is asking for an update to know your money isn't being scammed. Isn't that hard for you to do? Just obviously have the time to put up on Instagram. How about post for the people that gave you your money? It's not that unreasonable. There's a big line between Paulo. Are you ever going to? At any rate, you can see all this started like 6 years ago. See, Brian Gibson had comments removed. This guy's such a fraud. Oh, the refund thing. Let me see if there's a response in here. Where's his thing about the refund? Oh, no, that was okay. I remember that. That was I was hoping to find. That's what I was hoping to find. So, we're going to take that and move it because basically that's the end. That's like all of them. So what happened was there were a bunch of people that uh-oh. Hey, what's up, Dave? That's my buddy Dave, hiking with Vikings. Sorry, I can't when I'm interacting with that website. I'm done looking at that. I'm just gonna get so angry that I throw something. I don't want to break my fucking computer because then we can't do this anymore. I can't edit videos. Rickert got the holy grail of sharpening systems about the TS Prof. I disagree. I think a very good set of water stones is the holy grail. Maybe a set of matrix style diamond plates, like diamond stones, or some really, really good Venev stones that they have on Gritomatic. That's the holy grail. But, oh yeah, I got to get you that knife. You know what? I've got to get Rickert's sticker pack sent out. I've got to send you that knife. And I got to send Will his thing. That's what I'm going to do after this. I'm going to... Hang on just a second. I got to do that again. I got to get that stuff sent out. So Dave is going to test the Pocket Monster, which is that small little Swags design. What's up, Mike? Any good news in the knife world? Not if you backed the Mars knife. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab this guy's twin brother. Can you hang out just a moment? If anyone shows up, please don't leave. If you're here now, don't go. And if anyone shows up, tell them I will be... Well, just tell them to look at the screen. So, any good news in the knife world? I do know that there's something coming, and I was hoping to be able to announce it in today's live. Oh, hey, I'm sorry. I forgot that I did that. I was hoping to be able to announce it today. There is a sale. David's son reached out to me, and he was like, hey, we're going to have a Labor Day sale, or Memorial Day sale. What is tomorrow? What is Monday? Whatever the next holiday is, there was going to be a sale. My carpal tunnel, guys, you want to know why I'm not sharpening knives? I hate to admit it, my carpal tunnel is so bad, I had a hard time opening that. That's why I'm not sharpening many knives. The champagne in the house. There's going to be a sale at Beyond EDC. And I was hoping to be able to announce it. Not because like I want to make money on the affiliate. That's part of it. But there's going to be a sale on Beyond EDC before too long. And David asked me if I could publicize it. I was like, yeah. And he goes, all right, we'll get your affiliate link or your code or something figured out. And I'm like, yeah. Just let me know. Didn't happen yet. Keep your eyes open for that. I will definitely be publicizing that on the community tab. Never sure if it's my hat or my head that's crooked. Definitely will be publicizing that when it happens. There'll be a link to it. They've got some really cool knives. Dirk Pinkerton's been designing for them. A lot of really cool stuff that's coming out from them. Another cool thing, I have got an affiliate link for the Katsu knives. I'm going to start adding that into stuff. So Katsu knives are making those really high quality but much cheaper versions of the Japanese style knives, like the... Oh, I know what I wanted to grab. Fuck, I forgot to grab it. I'm wearing pants, by the way. I was just joking. They make really, really good, like Rockstead style knives. I'm going to tell you right now, the ZDP 189 one is here. I really can't tell the difference. Like if you want a Higo 2, if you want the Rockstead Higo 2, I mean, you can get it, but for $1,500, I didn't like the thumb stud action on it. I'm much more preferential to the top flipper that's on the one that came versus the thumb studs that were on the Higo 2. Really similar, and I'm going to tell you right now, for $200, they are great. I have an affiliate link for them, ZBaird3. I'll post that up in a community post today with some pictures of it later. I am doing some day drinking right now, so I don't expect to get much done for the rest of the day. Because you know what happens is I'm going to drink this, and I'm going to stop, and I'm going to have a headache for the rest of the day. But you know what they say? Fuck it. This is that knife that Zach sent me. This is that Lon Humphrey Tucson. And a lot of people are like, hey, when are you going to do the review of that? And I got to say, it's going to be coming soon. I carry this knife until the cold steel got here. I'm not going to lie. I EDC a fixed blade most days. Because it's a third knife I can carry. I can pull it back. I can put it on my belt. I can slide it far enough back. I can still get to the 2 knives in my pocket and have a third knife. It's one more chunk of steel that I can put on my waist. Who doesn't fucking want that? Do you know why I have a shoulder holster? So that I can carry a fixed blade, a pew-pew, and 2 pocket knives. Like, who doesn't? Like, I want as many chunks of metal on me as possible. Like, if you push me in a pool, I'm fucked. That's all there is to it. There's a lot of times I have my 1911 in a shoulder holster, and my neighbors are probably like, this dude's a fucking psychopath. Like, I got my garage door open, and I'm talking to you. I'm sure my neighbors are looking at me like, what the fuck is he doing? This dude is fucking crazy. So at any rate, we're an hour and 43 into it. I just opened a second beer. This one's going to run long. This one's going to run long. I tell you right now. Rickard, thank you very much. You sending me the address. That's awesome. I promise. I've got an envelope for it. I had them all set out. I had them in a baggie, and I just never packed them up. I sent some. Here's the thing. I thought about it I sent some stuff off to Jared the other day. And when I was packing stuff off to send to Jared and I had the giveaway stuff, I was like, there's something I'm supposed to be. In my head, there was like, there's something else I'm supposed to do. Like, there's something else that's supposed to be going out today. And I just couldn't think what it was. And the second you popped in, I was like, fuck me. Fuck me running. That's what it was. At any rate, this thing is amazing. If you guys are looking for an affordable custom-made knife, go over, I think, Knives Ship Free. I have got an affiliate link with Knives Ship Free down below. Knives Ship Free have these knives on their website. Knives Ship Free has these. I have a link down below. Support the channel. If you're interested in one of these, just check them out, but use my link to do it. Even if you don't buy it, just it's always just fun just to check out Knives Ship Free. And Knives Ship Free is a very small family-run business, so like that's another thing you can do. I have an affiliate link with them. It's down below. It supports the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. And like I said, the Lon Humphrey knives are on sale there. And this is amazing. Lon actually has moved to my hometown. Well, the county seat, I should say. It's basically my hometown. Lon now makes knives in Coshocton, Ohio. This thing is terrifying sharp with the edge I put on it. It is super, super comfortable to carry because it has got one of the best sheaths I've ever seen. And it is a very nice... She's pretty. She's pretty. Hey, she's a party. She's a good-looking girl. She's a good-looking girl right there. Yeah, you put that on your hip. I'm not going to lie. I had a dude deliver beer, and I had this on my hip, and I fucking walked off, and he looked at me and goes, wait a second. He's like, turn back around here for a second. He's like, sorry. He's like, is that a knife? And I was like, yeah. And I pulled it up. He goes, that's a good-looking knife. And I was like, you know knives? And he goes, I follow your channel. He's like, have you done a video about that? He's like, I saw this. I turned back around, and he looked at me. He goes, I know you. I follow your channel. Fuck. He's like, have you done a video about that? And I was like, I did the initial first impressions, the unboxing. This thing is either on my bed between me and my wife, where my 1911 lives, at night, it's there with it, or it's on my waist, or it's on my workbench. Because I'm not gonna lie, I have to admit, the new hotness showed up, and I had to carry this for a while. Dave, that is a beast. You need to come down here. Look at that, the reverse. So, I'm done talking about Paulo. Fuck Paulo. Fuck Paulo. Fuck Benchmade. Spyderco, you're back in my good graces. I'm not gonna lie, that Spyderco PM2, the heat treat on that is what definitely changed my mind and got me back. Thank you very much, Zorro. If you're still here, Zorro. Uh-oh. My sister has one of my knives, and she's like, your shitty fucking Rambo knife just drew my blood. I'm like, uh-oh. I don't like RJ Martin. We'll just keep that real quiet. I don't like RJ Martin. I really don't. I've talked to him a few times, and I just don't like him. So no. So you're going to see the video that goes out about this, and I asked a question, and it got answered, and I didn't even, for some reason, I didn't think about it. This is a very, very versatile knife because it's got this big area here. Now, I could have done without this big area here because I'm not going to do what you, but you can treat this like a sub-hilt and get way up on it. But I was like, why does it have a finger choil on the spine? And then Spitfire, who's here, I know he's here, Spitfire answered up, and I was like, you know what? He might be right. So there was a lot of thought process of like the Bowie knife fighting and things like that. So during like the World War II and Vietnam era and Korea era, this knife has been carried by like, well, I'm sorry, the Model 1 Randall, which this is basically an exact replica of by Cold Steel. It was licensed. It's not one of the Blackjack knockoffs because fuck them. This was licensed to Lynn and Cold Steel. And that's why it doesn't exist anymore, because they lost their license. The license ran out. The license period ran out. That's why this is a discontinued knife. But this had this here for the purpose of being able to get it in that really secure grip. And you would come in low from a crouch, stab up, and pull. And I'm like, so there's an actual manual, like knife fighting manual that I found, and I stayed up till all hours of the fucking night looking for it. And that was what this is for. So you come in, and in one of the manuals, not the one that was by Randall, but there was another one. So you come in from a crouch and either come in from the rear of your opponent in and then up with a two-hand grip to assist. Or if they are facing you, you come in, and this is what it was in the manual, was aim for the bladder and stab and drag to, the breastbone. That's what you're supposed to take them from the bladder to the breastplate. And I'm like, Jesus. Fuck yeah. This thing's amazing, though. This is great. But this has been on my hip, and it carries really comfortably. But I had, like I said, had one of these for a while. I had it for about 4 or 5 months. It was nowhere near this good a shape. The leather was all beat up and shit. I honestly think we're going to do a video. It's going to be very polarizing. I have a sub-hilt dagger. I have 2 of them, actually. So, at any rate, that's what's been on my waist. But yeah, if you guys are looking for one of these, knives ship free, there is a link down below for knives ship free. Lon has some of these on there. Like this handle material, I don't believe so. Oh, Brandon, I'm sorry. Byron Kennedy, you gotta keep it short. Sorry. Can you shorten your comment? Because it overloads it. I mean, it really does kind of make it difficult to follow the chat when somebody puts that much in. It's too much to read. Oh, I'm big dummy. I'm big dummy. I can't read that many words. Make it short. Make short. Don't let my intellectual looks fool you. I'm not very smart. have you handled? Okay, what was this? Great to hear that Lon Humphrey is cool to carry. Pretty sure he's. It showed up there though. Pretty sure he was at REC the 20. Yeah, he was in. He was at the thing that. Yeah, there we go. Whatever, the REC. They're in like Cincinnati area, like fucking, like the dumb left corner of Ohio. You know, like, guys, you know how bad Cincinnati, Ohio is. Ready for this? Like, I can say this because I'm from Ohio. I know this for a fact. Cincinnati Airport is not in Cincinnati. It's not even in Ohio. It's Kentucky. It's across the fucking river. Do you know why? Because Cincinnati is a fucking shithole. Like all the corners. So Toledo, Cincinnati. So if you're looking at Ohio, north, south, east, west, right? If you're looking at it, Columbus is dead center in the middle. It is exactly the same. Like anybody's like, how long does it take you to get to Columbus? Everyone takes 2 hours to get to Columbus. It's 2 hours to Columbus from anywhere you are in Ohio. I don't know fucking why. You could be on the outskirts of Columbus. It's still fucking 2 hours. Ohio's a fucked up place. So if you start in Columbus, all four corners, if Ohio had corners, is going to be a fucking shithole. You got Cincinnati, bottom left, Toledo, upper left, Columbus, upper right, and Wheeling, well, Wheeling's right on the river. So what was the city that's right there? Wheeling, West Virginia, what's across the river in Ohio? I can't remember the name, but at any rate, those fucking corners. Is Streamlabs a bot? Streamlabs is my AI moderator. Streamlabs is the system I'm using. So this is the new software we're using. Pardon. So this is the new software we're using, and it comes with its own moderator. So Streamlabs is the one that keeps telling people to drop a like. It keeps telling people that Coffee Brand Coffee is going to run a sale this weekend. I'm telling you right now. Coupon code Crazy Sharp at Tempered Trail. There's a link below to Coffee Brand Coffee. You ever wanted a company that just says, fuck you to woke politics? This is the one right here. That's the one. They said, fuck it, we're not going to play. A lot of people don't like Jeremy's company. A lot of people don't like Jeremy. I got news for you. I love Jeremy. You make good coffee, and I don't have to worry about Starbucks. This is gonna be one that fucking YouTube loves. You ready for this? Do you guys remember when Starbucks came out and said that if you were going to have an, if you're gonna yeetus the fetus, this is the whole thing I fucking hate. I hate having to self-censor and say things so that YouTube doesn't fucking kick me out. So if you were gonna yeetus your fetus and you were in an area that did not allow you to, because you were using the yeetus the fetus method as a preventative measure, if you're using it as birth control, which I don't fucking agree with. I agree with fucking rare and for specific purposes, but it's not because I wanted to go out on a Saturday night and have fun and I don't want to suffer the consequences, so now I've got this decision that I'm going to make. When they came out and said that they were going to pay for that for their employees, I was like, you're fucking lying, until you show me that the executives from that fucking company are the ones paying it. If you're the ones giving up the money, fine. Until then, I, as the fucking consumer, am paying for that, and I don't believe in that. I have my convictions, so guess what? All the people that sponsor my channel, Tempered Trail, Coffee Brand Coffee, completely woke proof. But they're also completely conservative proof. Because guess what? The last thing I give a fuck about is the politics of a company. Anyway, I spent the day next door in that shithole. We were in Richmond, spending the day. Oh, how about that? Look at that. Almost on cue. Get your coffee fix at a discount and support the channel with this link. That link right there has got a 5% discount built into it. At any rate, I'm in rare form today. I'm in rare form, boys. I'm pissed off at the world and fuck Benchmade. Benchmade has done more to fuck American-made knives than any other company. So basically what Benchmade did was they made it acceptable for companies to provide a substandard product at a higher price point. RAC's in Columbus. Okay. Byron Kennedy. Byron has been a long time viewer of the channel. I've seen him bouncing around through chats a bunch. I got to see what my sister sent me. Oh shit. Here we go. You must see long hair fat boy Mike with a fucking stringer full of fucking largemouth bass. I really wasn't that fat. I was a big boy, though. I ain't gonna lie. I was a big boy. I was the biggest kid in my class a lot of times. Zorro's here. I caught those. That was a trip to Canada we made when I was a kid. That was a trip to Canada we made. And I think my dad and I fucking caught our limit that night. We went to an area of the lake we hadn't been to before. This was up in Canada on a place called Collins Lake. We used to go up there every summer. We had a cabin that we kept, that we rented year round. Basically, it was our cabin. And so we went up there and we went to an area secluded. It was called Hidden Lake. And you went through this. We didn't know you could do this the first few times we ever went up. We went through this big area of cattails and stuff into an area called Hidden Lake. And we were surface bait. I had a Rapala rattling frog. And my dad had a hula popper, and it was the most amazing time. Oh God, I miss my dad. It was the most amazing time I've ever had in my life fishing. We used to joke that when you go out fishing, you don't fishing's boring. But if you fucking caught one every time you put a fucking reel or a lure in the water, it'd be called catching, not fishing, right? No joke. You could not put a bait in the water for more than 3 seconds before something would hit it. Like you would do 3 turns, like you'd hit it. It was like it would hit the water and a fish was on. And we did that for 25 minutes, caught our limit. We had to come back. My dad was like, we got to come back out here. No one was going out there. The fish had not. It was right at sunset. Everything was surface bait because it was shallow. I had this, so the rattling frog was done by Rapala. It was a surface bait. And so it had a little really shallow lip. And so the bait would kick down and you would just like give it a couple pops. And it had a pivot and the legs would rattle. And it had 3 treble hooks on it. 3 sets of treble hooks. We caught so many fucking fish that night. Like we had to come back. Like it was sunset when we went out there and it was sunset when we caught our limit. I was like, fuck me. And then I went back. That was a good fucking trip. And it was like that. Like 3 nights in a row. You go out, like, catch your limit in like 15 minutes. We're like, what the fuck is this? So much fish. We ate fish every night while we were there. We were there for 2 weeks. It's fucking amazing. River's Edge Cutlery is in Columbus. I don't know why I thought it was in Cincinnati. Maybe it's because River's Edge Cutlery... I heard a Chinese company is actually who owns Benchmade, bought them like 3 or 4 years ago. No, it's not. There's a Chinese company that owns Cold Steel now. That is a fact. So, why did that not show up in the thing? Mike, don't forget about the grappling hook knife. It's so great. Not a single... Oh, Emerson! Emerson. Fuck, God. Somebody commented on a video that I posted up where I was like, Emersons are shit. Emerson knives are fucking horrible. I don't give a fuck. Like, Ernie's a good dude. I like Ernie, but good God, are their fucking knives bad. Like, it is a bad state of affairs. It is a bad state of fucking affairs. When you are a well-renowned knife maker, knife company, and fucking Kershaw makes your design better than you do. Kershaw. Let's say that out loud again together. Come on, class. with me here. Kershaw. Kershaw makes some of the worst fucking knives. Kershaw makes some of the worst fucking knives. And Streamlabs does not eliminate your opinions. Streamlabs prevents you from making a long post. Robert, have you been drinking? A lot. I've been drinking. Where's everyone going? Where is everyone going? We're just getting into the fun of this. Emerson fucking knives are horrible. I have never had an Emerson that came in that they could be so much better. They could, but it's a lot like Benchmade. If they were not so fucking expensive for such shitty quality. Like people are like, oh, you're always doing the Chinese knives. I was like, well, when American knife makers start making knives that are fucking worth, American Blade Works, absolutely. American Blade Works, I'm down with it. Fucking Lon Humphrey, this is a $300 knife. Thank you once again, Zach. I definitely appreciate it. That was an early birthday present, basically. Who else? American Blade Works, Lon Humphrey. Who else is doing? Oh, TKL. Those guys, absolutely killing it. Hogue, American-made knives at a fucking affordable price. If you're doing it good, I'm gonna fucking call you out. I love those companies. I want to get more of their knives on the channel. The problem is, most people say they want me to do reviews about American knives. And I do. And I do a review of an American knife, and I put it up, and I mark it as like American-made knife, the best American-made fixed blade, the best American-made folder, whatever you got, whatever you want. And then, no one fucking watches it. The reason I do so many Chinese-made knives, because that's what fucking is affordable right now. There is no real reason on God's green earth that it should cost that fucking much to buy an American-made folder. And people are like, you just are fucking shilling for... No. Look at what you get for a Benchmade price from Benchmade, and look at what you get from Hogue, and I'm going to tell you, hands down, the Hogue is going to be better. They have a $400 knife on Knife Center. The best picture they provided, that motherfucker is so far off center, it's rubbing the fucking scale. And I guarantee you, the reason that's the one they took a picture of is because that's the best fucking one they have. Once again, fuck you, Benchmade. I would love to have a slew of fucking amazing $50 American-made knives. I would be over the moon fucking ecstatic. You wouldn't see another goddamn Chinese knife on my channel. You wouldn't. But guess what? There aren't any. The problem is, like, everybody's like, well, you know, the price. That's not the problem. What happened was American knife makers got greedy. And I'm going to tell you for a fucking fact. Do you know what? This is, in my opinion. Okay, I'm not going to say it's a fact. In my opinion, this is what fucking happened. American knife makers, I'm going to get my mouse pad out of the way. I don't think we need it anymore. We're done with the whole Paulo Bolzano thing. American knife makers started seeing their knives sold on the secondary market for more than they were making. I'm talking to you, Rick Henderer. You fucking litigious motherfucker. They started seeing stuff like Streamlabs is why I need music instead. Happy for you. This is the software. It's doing that because I said it that way. It's not a bot. It's an AI. It's the software I'm using, Robert. Somebody go fucking get Robert into at least like the 1980s. Like just into the 1980s, Robert. Stick with me. So, knife makers started seeing their knives being sold on the secondary market. So they would sell a knife for $200-$300. And because they were limited quantities, they would see them on the secondary market for more. And they're like, well, why the fuck are these people? Why is the person I sold that knife to making more than I did? And so they started raising their prices to what they saw on the secondary market. So what does that do? Then the secondary market bumps the price up more because it's still limited quantities, right? It's still limited in English, motherfucker, please. It's still limited quantities of those knives. And so you see these companies like fucking Dick Hinderer raising the price on their knives to match what they're seeing on the secondary market. But then the secondary market goes up. Right? It's a fucking brutal, vicious cycle. And you know who gets fucked? The consumer. Because now, once you set a price for an item, let me give in my mind how this works. When you set a price for an item, like you put an item up for sale at $400, right? This is a $450 knife, right? But it doesn't sell. So you drop that price down to $250. You've now devalued everything you're doing. Because people are like, wait a second. There has to be a profit margin here somewhere. Like, what's the profit margin? And when you drop that price down, because now you've kicked that price up. You've overvalued that price. You've fucking inflated that price because you want to make what somebody else is making. If you as a knife maker sell a knife for $300 and someone then turns around and sells it on the secondary market for $500, that's just too fucking bad. You don't raise that price to $500 because guess what? That dickhead that is selling and scalping them knives is going to sell it for more. It inflates that price. It just makes it worse. And you, Benchmade, doing things like that, like the Anthem. Anthem was hard to find, right? So when they first came out, they weren't that expensive. They're like $300-$400. But they realized that people were selling them for more than they were like, why is the guy that bought it from me selling it for more than I made? That's fucking bullshit. I'm just going to raise the price so I make that. It's fucking ridiculous. It's the biggest dick move. It just makes me, here's the thing. Once he's, like, I knew that I liked talking to Rick. Like, Rick was a good dude. And some of his knives are okay. They're pretty good. But when he sent a cease and desist to Brian over at fucking Transparent Knives over an opinion, well, it wasn't even an opinion. It was a fact. He tested it. It was Rockwell tested. That was a fucking, it did not heat treat out as he called it. You want a pudding knife? I always thought that it would be cool to have, I don't like the dessert warrior knives that you see, the ones that look like the sprinkled donuts. But if you're going to do that, whatever coating you used on that to make it look like that, better fucking smell like a sprinkled fucking donut. It better. It fucking better. And, you know, Zorro, I have to admit that, like, this might sound like, it's just going to sound horrible. You said the whole full Max Payne thing. I have no idea who fucking Max Payne is. I don't even know what that is. Sorry. You're going to have to explain it to me in a DM. You have to explain it to me. So, guys, not going to lie. We've been doing this. We're going to keep going. I'm going to finish drinking that other rest of that beer. This is absolutely going to be a demonetized feed. If you can drop a super chat, that would be great. If not, please join a membership. If you join a membership, this is like, membership is self-sponsorship. It really is. And any of the members can tell you, let's see, Zorro, how many current videos are up for members that I put up in the last 3 days for early access? I believe if you go and look in the last 3 days, I've put up 13 videos. this week. This week I think I've put up 13 videos that the members have access to right now. So every time I put up a video, the day it goes up, I finish filming, I finish editing, I finish all the stuff that I have to do on YouTube, it goes up, and they have immediate access to it. Like, immediate access. And I've started doing extended versions of some of my videos, because I'm going to start at least 10. There's at least 10 videos that no one but the paying members can see. There's way more than that, because on top of that, there's exclusive content. There's a video of this knife that you guys saw that, this is probably the best knife that Cold Steel currently makes. This is a fucking monster. It's the best knife they've got right now in their stable. This thing's amazing. I fucking hate that I have to send this back to Spitfire. But there's an extended version of that that's like 10 minutes longer. Is it 10? 7? 7 or 10 minutes longer than the version you guys got to see. They get to see the entire testing. So if you are interested in supporting the channel, don't just drop a super chat. Like, I appreciate when you guys drop super chats. I love it. It's cool. It pops up. There's some interaction. It's fun. But it's only one thing. That's all I can give you is that, hey, thanks. If you join a membership, you get early access to videos, exclusive content, the chat server, the private Discord that I have. And if you join, that's just for the $2. That's for $2 a month. For the $5 a month, you get all of that, plus you get entered into giveaways. And I got something cool. You want to see what the next members giveaway is? I'll show you what the next members, it's a little bit of enticement. The next members giveaway will be you guys are gonna love this. The next members giveaway. I was gonna do it this weekend, but I ran out of time. Is this. This is that Snody Design accelerator in their micarta is so good. Artisan's micarta is so good. This thing is dangerous. It is dangerously smooth. Watch this. Drop shut. Superbly drop shut. Rock solid. This thing is a monster. So, that's the next giveaway for the members. I was going to do it this weekend. I may still. I don't know yet. But I don't think I'm going to do anything else this weekend. I think we've reached the extent of it. I don't think I should be trying to do, like, I'd be like trying to figure out a giveaway. I'm like, guys, I've been drinking too much and I fucked it all up. What do you guys want to talk about? You guys ask me a question. Okay. I have been drinking for 2 hours and 15 minutes with you guys. Now's the time to ask a question you want an honest fucking answer to. Because I've already told you, fuck Benchmade. And fuck Dick Hinderer. Won't ever again have a Hinderer on my channel. Ever. Knives you will never see me review again. Hinder. You will never see another Hinderer on my channel. Never once. I don't care. I fucking love that XM18 flipperless. It was fucking so good. I would not take one. Get your coffee fix at a discount. Coffee brand coffee. Coffee brand coffee. Let's see here. Don't forget to hit the like button. Are you subscribed to the channel? It definitely helps. Those things all do really help. I absolutely would love to have all of you subscribe to the channel. It feels weird. I don't very often do this with the garage door open. My neighbors are walking up and down the street while I'm talking to you. Hinderer. The problem, you know what the problem I'm having with this software? I've got to figure out how to pass the audio through. I really want to be able to do reaction videos. I'm actually considering selling my Hinderer fixed blade, fine knife, but Hinderer. Sounds like steam escaping. And if you're a Hinderer fan and you like his knives, that's fine. I just personally think at this point, I've just realized that him and everyone that works at his company are fucking raging pieces of shit. It's just me. Now I gotta watch this, figure out this max paint. Jesus Christ, I gotta look at this. I'm actually considering, yeah, okay, I already read that. Questions? Any questions? Questions from the audience? I've got a whole nother, what's your opinion on the current administration? We'll save that for, that is one I don't want to answer here. But I will say that, let's go, Brandon. That's Will, you know well and full and well. Either way works. I just realized something. I'm supposed to take one of my medications right now, and I'm looking at it over there, and I'm like, I can't take that with alcohol. I can't. It's like I just looked at the time. I'm like, I'm supposed to take that right now, and there is no fucking way I'm taking that on alcohol and 2 cheeseburgers. Where's the join button? You may have to go to my actual website. I think. Have I checked out any of the Sharp by Design knives? I am a very good friend of Mr. Brian Nadeau. I have modified numerous of his knives. As a matter of fact, to tell you the truth, when I was doing sharpening and modifications and refinishing, not modifications, just refinishing, Brian specifically told me I was the only person that he trusted enough to disassemble his knives, refinish the knife, and not void the warranty. Same with John Grimsmo. Brandon Herrera running for Congress. Motherfucker, I want to move to whatever district that is. Like, I don't give a... I want to fucking move to wherever that is in Texas. Like, I want to go now. I'm like, Brandon Herrera is running for fucking Congress. I need to find a place in there. Like, everybody's like, oh, your daughter's going to college. Yeah, my daughter's going to college. She's going to be old enough that she's going to be taking care of herself. Eventually, she's got to leave that nest. Flap them wings, baby bird. Daddy wants to move. I got kicked out of a birthday today. Robert, I don't know. Maybe, like, I drink occasionally, but I want to say something to you, Robert, because I do love you. If a lot of people are having a problem with you, you might want to look at the common denominator in these equations. And I had to do this when I was in the military one time. I had a chief, and it was fucking, I had an entire chain of command, and I looked at everything that was going on. I was like, you know what? The common denominator here is, it's fucking me. If everyone that I deal with has a problem with me, I'm probably the reason that they have a problem with me. And I looked at that real hard, and I thought to myself, and I walked up to my chief, and I was like, Chief, I owe you an apology. He's like, what? And I was like, I owe you an apology. I was like, I have had issues with everyone in the chain of command, including you. And I don't see others having problems with everyone in the chain of command. I see some people have problems with some people in the chain of command. I am the only one that seems to have a problem with everyone in the chain of command. And I want to apologize because I realize the reason that I have a problem with everyone in the chain of command is I'm that problem and I need to fix it. I realized real quick that the biggest problem I had was no, I don't, like, I can't, or we can't. We can't is not an answer. So, just saying, Robert, I love you, Robert. And that's why I tell you, I want to be honest with you. A lot of times, if you realize that the whole world has a problem with you, you are the problem. Sometimes this is the problem. Which is why you don't see me do this very often anymore. There was a time, if you guys remember, there was a time that this was an every live feed thing. This was an everyday thing. This was an every video thing. I'm not gonna lie, I drank last night. I had a friend that works 3 to 11, and he stopped by. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of fucking noise. He works through... All gone. He works 3 to 11, so he stopped by last night. So yes, this is getting demonetized. If you guys would ever be ever so kind as to drop a like, that will help out with getting more people here. If you want to drop a super chat, drop a super chat. I'll read it. I promise. I'll give you the hillbilly answer. We'll get up close to this microphone like this, and I'll give you that. I'll just whisper in the microphone all up in your ear like that. I don't know why it sounds so disturbing with me and this shirt and all that. Just take a gummy bear, Robert. That'll do the trick. I don't think that's a good idea. I got a gift other than what you guys saw. If you run into an asshole in the morning, you ran into an asshole, you run into an asshole all day, you're the asshole. It's true. It is true. I realized that I was just upset with the world when I was in the military, and I was putting up the roadblocks. Like, all the roadblocks we ran into at work were ones that I put up. Robert, dropping a super chat. Here it comes. Here it comes. Somebody, God, I wish I could teach Robert how to actually put something in as a comment and stop it instead of just dropping the money. Robert, when you put that in, there's a spot where you can type into it. But Robert has dropped $2 Canadian. So that's like, what is that, like 38 cents or some shit like that? Every group of friends has that dude that is just the absolute asshole. And if you can't pick that dude out of your group of friends, guess what? It's you. Hey Robert. Thanks for the $2. I really appreciate it. It's too bad we can't do live feeds so that you can. I'm sorry, movie days. Guys, I really hate to say this. So for a long time, I did movie day with the paying members, and we did it on StreamYard. We did it on StreamYard, and StreamYard allowed me to have like 10 guests, which was cool. But when I got ready to renew my StreamYard, it was 400, and I thought it was 420 for some reason, and I think that's just because I used to be a pothead. I actually have not indulged in the devil's lettuce in several months. But like, it was like $460 to renew that subscription for software to do these live feeds. And I'm like, Rickert, well, I didn't see any. Rickert, hang on. Rickert, did you drop? Let me see. Do you have a... I do not. Okay, so Rickert used, hey man, because you are way closer to custom knife makers than I am. Let me see here. Do you have a contact me where I can find a set of scales for my 4-max? I don't know who would be making scales for a 4-max. I would say reach out to... Fuck, I don't even know who. Man, that is cold. That is cold. I have a cooler just completely packed. Like, so you guys can see, like, I got my champagne of beers. It's empty. I just threw it back in here. But you know how when you go to a fancy restaurant and put champagne in? But this is champagne of beers. So it's done exactly as you would expect. Honestly, don't know. There's a couple people I'm sure that does it. I just don't know. I just don't know who. You could reach out to Cerberus Knives and see. Original Goat, maybe. Yeah, talk to Jay Dizzle. Yeah, talk to Jay Dizzle. Talk to Jay Dizzle, and I'm. Yeah, for a 4max, for a I don't know. I don't know. I really can't think of any fucking fly. God damn it! My garage door is wide open. My neighbors are having a birthday party, and the food has showed up. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know who would. Questions. You guys are supposed to ask me questions. Zach, happy Harley Davidson and a Marlboro Man. That is such a good movie. Happy birthday from Harley Davidson and Marlboro Man. Thank you very much. Jay Dizzle looks like a medical cooler. That's funny, Robert, because that's the cooler that my medicine comes in. I have an autoimmune disorder. That's what got me medically retired from the military. Everybody was like, "What got you medically retired? The shoulder? No. The time that you broke your neck? No. The time you dislocated your knee and hip? Nope. The knee surgery? Nope. Shoulder surgeries? Nope. What was it then? I got an autoimmune disorder." And I was like, "Oh, well, these meds means you can't deploy." And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Well, if you can't deploy, if you can't go downrange." I was at Expeditionary Combat, which is technically part of Spec War. Technically, like the bottom rung of Special Forces ladder. Like not really, but they're still part of it. And they were like, "Well, if you can't deploy, then you got to go." And I'm like, "Why don't you send me back to a surface or a shore unit?" And they're like, "No, that's not how it works." Bye. So with that, I take an injectable immunosuppressor. That's what I take. So I'm on injectable meds. Zachary Smith, thank you very much. Zachary Smith, I love Harley Davidson and a Marlboro Man. I love when that fat dude lays his motorcycle down and opens up the gas tank and they blow it up. But then them weird dudes in the fucking raincoats just step over it. What a waste of a motorcycle. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love pudding? I love pudding about a 10 out of 10 if it's pistachio pudding. And I have to tell you, my favorite ice cream flavor is pistachio. You know what my favorite snack is? Peanuts. So, you thought I was going to say pistachios. Left me teeth elsewhere. What? Left me teeth elsewhere, so I don't. All right, guys. I have to ask you a question. Can you all look at Robert's comment? Because this I have to judge whether I've drank too much or not. Can you all look at Robert's comment and tell me, is Robert's comment fucked up, or am I fucked up? Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure it makes sense to me. I love pistachio ice cream. Synonym. I love Synonym Toast Crunch. Oh my God. Everything has to come back to like everything was designed by the Persians. The Persians this, the Persians that, the Persians this, the Persians that. You know what? I've been to the Persian realm. It's a fucking hot, dusty, stinky shithole. You live in Florida. You don't live anywhere near there. I will say that North Africa has got some of the best fucking food in the fucking world. North African food is Robert is the dark whisperer. Oh my God. I can't. I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting that. That made me laugh. Damn it, Mom, the meatloaf. Oh my God. I wasn't ready for that. So I just looked up and it popped up. I wasn't intending to read it. I just started laughing. I was talking to somebody on one of their live feeds on Instagram, and they were talking about military guys and dating strippers, and I was like, bro, I got some experience there. Let me tell you. I have to tell you, and I think I've said this in a live feed before. In all honesty, dating a stripper, like, people are gonna look down on you. Dating a stripper is like eating a loud bag of chips in church. Everyone's gonna look at you disappointingly. But you know, deep down inside, they want some of them fucking chips. It's fucking true. It's fucking true. It is absolutely 100% true. I dated strippers, and I got news for you. They don't fucking move like that when they ain't on the pole. I don't know what happened. Like, they on the pole in the strip bar, just fucking nuts. On your pole at the house, you're like, the fuck is this dead ass shit? Oh yeah, I'm welcome to the baseline membership. It's gonna pop up. Z Roberts 21. Welcome to. Okay, so if you guys are looking, if you can see, like, Robert Douglas has got the full color, Zorro's got the full color. The longer you are a member, the darker your. So Z Roberts now has got. It's gonna pop up, hopefully. Hello. There it is. So Z Roberts, when he makes a comment, you're gonna see that there's like a little icon right next to it, which is the cross swords. But his is different colored than Zorro's or just Nate's. There's our not getting money at the house. There we go. I was like, there's another word in there. I just got to get something dark. So not getting money at the house. Josh, what's that mean? I don't. Oh. Are you referring to Robert being in a home? Like an old folks home? Like, oh, they don't send him money at the home. I don't know. I got really bad heartburn. I ate. So to get myself in an unpleasant mood for the whole Paulo Blazano thing, and by the way, fuck Paulo Blazano. I'll just Nate the stripper thing. Yeah. Yeah, not getting money at the house. There you go. I'm going to throw you a penny. Just throw quarters at her. Fucking move, bitch. Do something. Fucking pretend you're not dead. That's fucking... Okay. We haven't done this in a while since this is a demonetized live feed, and I'm fucking basically only going to make money off the super chats I've gotten already. Just Nate gifted. Rickard, you got a membership. Rickard, go to my community tab. There is a link to the Gilded server. Definitely go join the Gilded server, Rickard. You're going to have fun. Do you know? Okay, you guys ready for this? This is if I wasn't demonetized before, this is the one. Fucking, oh, somebody put his name up and I'm pissed. Do you know what a 9-volt battery and a hot chick's butthole have in common? Fucking, even though you're not supposed to, you know eventually you're going to put your fucking tongue on it. Sorry. Do you guys like these filters? I mean, if you guys would be willing to try and drop more super chats, I would absolutely say anything I fucking wanted in life. Here's the thing. Once I figure out how to get the interface between us, what we're going to do is we're going to start doing a live that's an hour here, and then I end the live feed, and then I do an hour on Rumble. Because I will say anything. I'll say anything on Rumble. I just have to figure out how to make the audio work to run it through. I think, hey, you guys want to do a test? I want to do a test. I want to do a test. I'm going to plug this into my mixer. Let's see here. You guys can still hear me, right? All right. I am going to go back to the Mars knife thing. We're going to do this I'm doing a test. I want to test something. Updates. This one. Okay. Now. Can you hear this now? Is there audio on this video? I can't fucking hear it. I'm just curious. Paul Mills dropping to 5 bones. No? God damn it. So my problem is that there's stuff I want to do. So there's stuff I want to do where I play audio through. And I just don't know 100% how I want to do it. Because if I play it out of the speakers, it's not going to sound good. Can't hear it, Winston Grady. Hey, man, I would have read that chat without the 10 bones. But, hey, man, when you going to come down again? We need that. Dude, last time Winston came down. So Winston's the guy that bought me this shirt. So this is the unique thing about some of my fucking paying members. Darth BMX, Winston Cabretti, 2A Dave. Who else? At any rate, we've all hung out. Like, we physically have hung out. Winston Cabretti comes down every once in a while, hangs out. 2A Dave comes down on a regular, and we hang out. As a matter of fact, where is 2A Dave? The fuck is Dave? Dave, if you're watching us, where the fuck are you at? At any rate, I've got paying members that actually come down and we physically hang out. The last time that Winston Cabretti came down, I ain't gonna lie, we got shit-faced. We did. Hey, Winston, here's your hamster. My balls itch. I absolutely love this shirt. I'm not gonna lie, Winston. I went to the website to see if they had this in different colors. They don't even have this one. This is such a good fucking shirt. I was going to buy it in different colors. Do you get a bag of coffee with this member's super chat? No. Rickert, it's going to pop up, but I'm going to tell you why, because while this coffee is woke proof and it's fucking amazing and it's tasty, it's definitely more than $6 a bag. I have a $50 bag of their coffee here at the house, and I am not gonna lie to you, it's fucking amazing. I'm sorry, $40 bag. Zorro, if you come out here, hey, Zorro, they don't have pudding flavor, but you know what they do have? They have s'mores flavor. They have a s'mores flavored coffee that I haven't tried yet. I have a discount code that saves me 20%, I believe. I don't use it. I'll tell you guys that, like, this because I like supporting other channels. So we have an entire community of sponsored channels that are sponsored by Coffee Brand Coffee. And it's its own Discord. We have our own private Discord, just like I have for my paying members here. And we all talk and we hang out and do stuff like that. We bullshit. And each of us have our own code that saves us 20% on our coffees. And I have never used it. I order coffee from them. They don't send me free coffee unless I'm doing a sponsored live feed, and that's a giveaway item. I absolutely I go into the chat and I'm like, all right, I'm going to order coffee. The first one of you to provide me with your code gets my money. And it does not save me anywhere near as much as my private code. But the fact is that there's an entire group of people that we're all supporting each other on Coffee Brand Coffee as partners. I definitely do that. I have paid 3 times. I know, Rickard, I swear. I'm going to send you your stickers, brother. I'm going to send you your stickers. Like, I swear, I felt so bad when you logged in. I'm like, fuck his stickers. That's why I said, you're getting a lot of fucking stickers. Bro, like, you're going to get a lot. And some coasters. And possibly some other stuff. Oh, if you come out here, bro, I've got... Like, right now, it's kind of miserably hot and humid, but you're used... It's actually probably... It's only like 80 degrees and fucking like 80% humidity. You'd be like, bro, it's like air conditioning. If you come out, you can absolutely crash out here. I got an air mattress. You can sleep here in the garage. There's a TV. There's a PS5. There's all kinds of shit out here. Ask Winston. It's fucking tight. It's like a bedroom out here. Crack the goddamn garage door. Turn the fan on. Just have to worry about the neighbor's dog sneaking in every once in a while, licking your toes. But you're a fucking weirdo, and you'll fucking like it. So, yeah, absolutely. Zorro, if you come out here, you got a place to stay, bro. You do. I'm telling you, you fucking hang out. I'm telling you, bro. Like, you just come out and hang out. It'd be tight. We'll go to the beach and shit. I'll use you like a fucking air mattress at the beach, like a fucking one of the inflatable fucking things. We go out because you're a big boy. Don't bring Robert. Don't bring Robert. Don't bring Robert. I don't have energy for that. It's more energy than I want to expend. I got a U-Haul we can borrow. We'll drag your big ass to the beach, Zorro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was wrong. That was bad. That was fucking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. No, I'm not joking, Zorro. You come out here, you got a place to fucking hang out. Don't worry about it. I'm literally... So, like, everybody's like, you know, California is so stupid expensive. And I have to admit, California is expensive. But it's not as bad as everybody plays it out to be. Yeah, while it is expensive, it is currently like $5.30 a gallon for gasoline. It's not as expensive as a lot of people think it is because I can walk, no joke, I can walk to the beach 30, 45 minutes. I am less than 3 miles from the fucking ocean. And I'm able to afford that pretty much on my retirement. Next year, I will go to the States for a month or so. I want to meet a lot of people I know from the internet. Good, cool, Rickards. That's fucking awesome. The Pacific is not like the Atlantic. That water is too cold. I got news for you. The daughter and I were just out there the other day, and it was not bad at all. It's very refreshing. It was like 85 degrees that day. And we got in the ocean, and it was like, whew. At first, you're like, oh, but that's so fucking refreshing. I got to do a video about that. Fuck, I got to do a video about that. I have a knife that I take to the beach every time we go. And I go in the ocean. Last time we were there, last time we were at the beach, I was in the ocean, in and out of the ocean for 7 hours straight. I did not rinse off. I was covered with salt. I was covered with salt water. I carried my ARRPM 9 pyrite, the large pyrite, and it is fucking still not got a spot of rust on it. You know what I did? I didn't even realize I still had it in my pocket. Like, we've been there for 7 hours. We got to my buddy's house, and I took a shower. I, like, jumped in because I wanted to rinse off my swimsuit. And so, my swimming trunks, it was still in my pocket. I just rinsed it out while I was in the shower, and I put it right back in my pocket. Not a spot. It hasn't even tried to fucking rust. Where is my large pyrite? I don't know. I don't know where I put it. My large pyrite is like a very, very often carried knife. Just Nate, you've never been in the ocean. Just Nate, aren't you out here on the West Coast? Like, how have you not been in the ocean if you're out here on the West Coast? If you have not dropped a like, please do a like. My fat ass would probably deflate the air mattress. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so I hope he doesn't see this. I have a big friend, right? I have a big friend. And they were coming to my house. And they're like, bro, you know, I'll fucking stand. I was like, bro, no, I set something up for you. I have a love seat that my large friend could sit in. And they're like, nah, I don't want to break anything. Like, he's like, I mean, he's a big boy. He's like, you don't have anything. I was like, I put a 1-inch piece of subflooring cut to size in that love seat. Like, I don't care how big or how heavy you are. You could stand in the middle of that fucking love seat. You ain't going through it. It is a 1-inch piece of fucking... And when I say it's not plywood, it's fucking subflooring. What, Alice? Wait, Alice? Pacific is not like the Atlantic. The water is cold. It's not that cold. Hi, Alice. Slick eye... I don't know, Robert. I was like, oh, wait, that's Robert's. It's wavy, brah. My daughter was boogie boarding the other day when we went. It's a lot of fun. I like going to the beach. I really do. Now I got a shirt. Now I got a shirt for it. This is fucking... This is... I got to admit, this shirt is way cooler than just a t-shirt. Yeah, but Rickard, I don't know you. I'm just kidding, Rickard. If you get Rickard, if you get that membership, like if you can't find that, I will put up. Oh, Rickard, when you go into the Gilded server, there's a link to it in my members only community post. When you go in there, make sure that you log in and sign up on that Gilded server with your username to match here, what you have on YouTube. And then send me a DM, and I'll grant you access to all of the chat rooms. Want to learn how to surf, but it's fun. My daughter's actually learning how to surf. One of her friends is teaching her. I was like, great, just what I needed, you to have another expensive hobby. You're a fucking figure skater. And she's like, she's got a couple really rich friends. And her one friend was like, no, I got like 3 surfboards. She can just learn. I'll just teach her. She can borrow mine. I'm like, yeah, you don't have to bring it every time. She's like, no, I'll just give it to her. I'm like, don't do that. Don't give my daughter like $1,000 surfboard. So, you guys want to see what I got for my birthday? Shut up, Streamlabs. Grr. Look, Robert, I set Streamlabs up to remind you guys of this. Yes, that's a bot. Yeah, it's called CloudBot. Yeah, guess who set that up? I did. I got a Chavez 229 titanium. This thing's amazing. I got this for my birthday. This was a birthday gift. I'm stoked. Now, I sold my Ultramar Redemption Street a while back. What was this? Dismiss that. I sold it a while back to one of the paying members. And then I got this as a birthday present. Wow, that's weird. If we don't like Mike already, just me, though. Robert, I've known you for years, but I got to tell you, a lot of times your comments sounds like somebody wrote words on a ping pong ball and put them in a lottery machine. I just kicked out like, give me 6 words. That's a sentence. Chavez is sick. I don't like a lot of the other Chavezes. This thing is fucking badass. It's heavy though. You can't. It's not like if you don't have a belt on. I don't like the warning. I don't like the 229 warning. This is the way to go, in my opinion. I have a 229, or I have a 228 on my workbench right now. There's a video that, like, if you're a paying member, you already saw it, where I explain why this $400 knife is better than the $600 version that's on my workbench. So, Rickard, now you have access to... Oh, Rickard, now you have access to all the videos that are currently up for members. There's an entire members-only section. You can see all those videos. There's an entire 2 weeks worth of recording done. Guys, just because... Murky! What's up, buddy? Nice of you to stop by, dick. Way to show up late for the party. This is all the beer that's left. There was 4 of these. 4? 1, 2. Yeah, 4. This is the 4th one of these. It's like Robert's brain. It's like Robert's brain is playing Tetris. The blocks are all the same. Cool, Robert. Cool story, bro. Cool story, bro. I'm sorry, Robert. I shouldn't pick on you. I'm not going to stop, but I shouldn't do it. Guys, if you are not already subscribed to my game channel, guess what? After this, that's where I'm going. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'm going to play Red Dead Redemption. I'm going to shoot a lot of people in the face. So thanks, Murky. I do appreciate the happy birthday thing. And like I said, guys, I don't, when I talk about the whole, when I talk about the donations and the super chats and all that stuff, I don't necessarily want you guys to do that. What I want you guys to do is join the membership. If you had any idea how much fun we have with the membership stuff, Zorro can tell you, it is amazing how much fun we have. And the levels of benefits that I've given. So what about the shit knife? What are you talking about? Don't forget to hit the like button. See it? See it? Robert, I programmed that. It does it at a specific time frame throughout the live feed. It does that because I asked it to. Are you subscribed? It helps. So don't flip out about Streamlabs. It's a moderator. It's an AI moderator. I set it up to do that. I bet here shortly you're going to see it drop something about the coffee. You know why I did that? So I don't have to remind you guys. I meant the one about, we talk about every year. Oh, yeah. Well, we've been doing this for 3 hours, so. I sold 7 knives and a gilded to another member. Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to help me out with the extra thing you said. Extra thing. So, if you go to my main channel, you'll see that I have a community tab, and there's a members only area as well. And so when you go to the members only hour, or the members only area, you'll see a link to the gilded server. Actually, you know what? I can send you a link there. You know what, Rickard? I will send you a link to the gilded server directly to the DM you sent me. With your address. And I swear, this I promise, I'm going to get that envelope out. I've got a bunch of stickers. You're going to get a bunch of stuff from Alice. You're going to get a bunch of stuff from Jared over at Neve's Knives. You get my stuff. You're going to get some stuff from Rosecraft. You're going to get a bunch of stickers. You're going to get more than you were expecting, I promise. You're also going to get a patch from my buddy Hiking with a Viking. It's a glow-in-the-dark patch, by the way. You're going to get that. I think that's the last one I've got. Hang on. I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, pardon. Oh yeah, now you have access to the emojis. Oh God, my knee. Hang on. This is the last one of these I have. Oh, is it? Nope, I have one more. So this is a glow-in-the-dark patch that will be in with your stuff. I had been reserving this for giveaway stuff, but because you waited so long for your fucking stickers, I apologize. This will go in with it. It's a glow-in-the-dark patch. It's Velcro. It's got It's got a Velcro piece on it. You're gonna get this as well, and they glow. Let me see. Can I make it glow? Day glow? Let's see. It glows. It glows. It glows hard. It glows hard. You can get one of these as well. I got some coasters that Jared sent me with the Neves Knives logo and stuff on them. So, my bad. It's just been hectic. Fuck. I'm sorry. Like I said, the second you logged in, I was like, fuck, I never sent him that shit. And like I said, the other day, I was at the post. I was getting ready to go to the post. I was like, there's something else I'm supposed to send. I'm supposed to send this stuff to Jared. I was supposed to send this knife off to the guy that won the giveaway. Something else I'm supposed to send. And I was like, oh, well, fuck it. And the second you logged in, I was like, fuck me. God damn it. Guys, I want you to think about the fact we've been doing this for 3 hours. And I drank 2 of these. And I didn't use the restroom. That should tell you that I probably need to go use the restroom. Guys, this has been a blast. It's been 3 hours. I would love to hang out for longer, but I'm not gonna. So if you guys want to follow me on my game channel, Crazy Sharp Games, I'm gonna fucking head over there. I'm gonna head over there just shortly. And I'm gonna shoot a bunch of people in the face. Gotta run. Brandon is here and he's babysitting. So yeah, I'm gonna go over to my gaming channel and I'm gonna shoot a bunch of people in the face on that game. And then yeah. So this has been fun. It's always awesome. Like I said, even if you guys don't drop super chats, I absolutely love when you guys hang out. It's never about it. The frustration I get with the whole YouTube thing is that there's no reason that somebody with 12,000 subscribers should only have 20 people viewing. It's not that I'm upset with you guys. It's absolutely that I can't figure out what YouTube's problem with my channel is. There are currently 20 people here. And people are like, oh, well, you know, that's pretty good viewing. No, it's fucking not. I have got 12,000 subscribers. So, I don't know what the fuck. YouTube, why do you butt fuck me? Why? I don't get it. On this day, my birthday. It's not my birthday. But it was my birthday, and this is my birthday video. And YouTube stuck it in my ass and broke it off. So, fuck you, YouTube. We're gonna start doing stuff on Rumble again. I know how to make it work. I just can't dual stream. So what we'll have to do is we'll do a live stream. We're gonna do a live stream on. Why is this frozen now? This new, I have to admit, this new software it has some issues. Should be at least 100, right? Like I don't know what to do. Like, it's fucking YouTube. They're like, oh no, we're not suppressing your channel. I'm like, I don't fucking believe you, YouTube. You're a bunch of lying fucking dirty cocksuckers. YouTube, you fucking suck dick behind a gas station at a fucking truck stop for Coke. You lying fuck. There's a Hunter Biden joke to be made there, and I'm pretty sure you can all follow it. So, guys, I love you all. Take it easy. And what was this? Look, Mike, I'm going to quote Alec Jones. It's true. I can't read that out loud. You used the R word. You tater. All right. I love you guys. I'm out of here. You'll see me on my gaming channel here a little bit later. Crazy Sharp Games or Crazy Sharp Gaming. I can't remember what it is. Just type in Crazy Sharp and then GA and you should be able to find it. It's got the cross swords logo. I love you guys. I gotta go. Bye.